Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Oh, morning. We got a lot to talk about today. We got aliens, boys. We got aliens. Apparently the alien thing went a little crazier yesterday than I thought it would. I kind of ignored it. And man, did it go crazy. How we doing this morning, darling winners? How we doing, y'all? Son of a bitch. Give me a second. There we go. I forgot to pull up the chat on the other desktop again. Whoops. It didn't look like there was a lot of gaming stuff today either, which is great because there's a lot of stuff to go over today. Marathon might be going out of business finally. What is this? I don't need that. I don't need to deal with that.
I failed.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Can't evacuate yet. Not before I save her.
Attention all visitors.
Yeah, no thanks. I don't wanna. Too many policies that I'm violating right there. I'm good, man. I'm trying to have a good old weekend. Nope. Not today. What is this?
In the face of that power, I was completely helpless.
This looks like
Please,
shit.
allow me to stand beside you,
Maybe not.
my lord.
Nope, it's shit. No, thank you. What is this?
The order was to rescue and bring home the military medic.
Garbage. Yeah, that's fine. That's whatever. Let's move on from it.
Station.
Oh, y'all should know that Bank of America is trying to make Grand Theft Auto pay the price for the new Grand Theft Auto game $80 because Bank of America has invested stock into Grand Theft Auto or the company Rockstar, and they want to do that so they can increase their shares. So, of course, thank another corporation for gassing up another corporation.
Has reported a
morning, XX.
$765 million impairment loss due to underperformance by Bungie. That's right, boys. Like, you thought Marathon crashed out? You didn't even know. Look at this. Like, I'm telling you, like, guys, this is bad. So in summary, Sony's $765 million impairment loss from Bungie means they are downwardly adjusting the value of an asset that I think everyone but Sony realized was probably not worth $3.6 billion. That's not lost money in the sense that some are thinking it is. Well, it's a bad evaluation, and the bad evaluation is because you thought that you were sailing a ship to El Dorado, but it turns out it's going into the Bermuda Triangle.
If they drop another game with 0 steering wheel support, I will never buy another GTA game again.
It's not very good. That's what's happening. That's it, yeah. No, it's not that the ship changed.
Hey, wouldn't that be kind of cool?
Value.
You play in Grand Theft Auto and it's got steering wheel support, so you could hook up like an actual controller, or maybe they make like a an actual Grand Theft Auto supported controller that you could lock the controller in to the steering wheel in the center, and you pull it out whenever you start walking around, whenever you get in and out of a car. Wouldn't that be fucking cool?
It's just that they thought it was going in one direction, and it's not. It's not. So that it's going to Somalia. Yes, exactly. Well, if it was going to Somalia, it'd probably be full of fucking money from Minnesota. So it'd be all right. Anyway, this wouldn't happen if Bungie games were doing great and
that's going across forever.
That's exactly it. Now you're right. Is that this would not happen? Like, they would not be saying that they lost this much money if the company was doing well. This is crazy. And also a $765 million. So if Bungie was valued,
So Bungie lost $765 million on Marathon? How?
at $3.6 billion, and it's been reduced by about, I mean, look, let's just make it easy. Let's say 36, right? So what is 36? Well, 36 is like almost 8 million. That's like, fuck. Let me think about this. That's like 17 fucking shit, man. And a 20% devaluation.
Oh,
20%.
So Bungie dude, that's kind of fucked. So Bungie devalued PlayStation? Maybe you should have done it, huh? Ooh, thank
you. Yeah, something like that. I'm just doing, I'm doing math in my head, right? I mean, it's mad. Oh my. Right? No, but it's okay. Yeah, but imagination about Marathon was so bad that Sony had to come out and reaffirm to everybody that it was okay. They had to tell everybody, Sony's CFO, that's the chief financial officer, that is Mr. Money, okay? The confirmed Marathon will continue to be supported. When you have the CFO making statements about a product offering,
Wait, what the hell? Where are you at? That you got explosions near your house? Because you said that you don't like going to the city, and I hear explosions. Are you living in Iran, bro? I could not imagine. No, because there ain't really anything going on, right?
I'll tell you that. It is.
Where are you living at that you got explosions?
It's so sad. Destiny had a bright future.
Oh. What the hell's going on in New Orleans?
And they fucked it all away. Well, look, the marathon release.
It's not Mardi Gras. What's going on here?
Let me see if I can show you guys this.
You from my neck of the woods, man. Well, I wasn't in New Orleans. I was in Sulphur.
Where is it? YouTube. Where's the YouTube? Let me go to the YouTube. Marathon release dev dire. They have the pronouns on their names. There it is.
Oil explosion. That's terrifying.
I mean, you don't do that unless you're retarded. You know who does that? Retarded. That's who does that. Hassan's take on Akash singing.
Hey, you got bigger balls than me, because I don't think I could ever live near I bet your rent's real cheap. Hold on, wait a minute. I bet if you rent that bitch real cheap, aren't you? Hold on, wait a minute.
Wife? I don't know what the fuck that is. So that's really, how do you pronounce it? I don't know. And so massive red flag. So let me give you all some advice. If it's a Japanese company that's doing it, I actually forgive them for being more woke.
Oh, man. Well, I bet you got low taxes, right? Something's got to be good about living there. Shit. Cheap house. Hey, there it is. There it is. There's the benefit.
Because they're not basing their decisions off of what they want. It's just being done through a localization service.
All right.
So I actually
how's it going, Melissa?
Japanese and foreign companies a lot less. But actual Western companies that are doing this, they're doing it for an ideological reason.
Popped over into the other
and
chat.
when I see a company that does this,
stay safe, man. Ain't nothing wrong. You ain't a bitch for being scared to go out to the city because you hear an explosion, man. That's a normal reaction. I'm sorry. That's normal.
They've become ideologically captured. And the moment, like this, what this means is that you have people that think that there's more than two genders that are making this game. What does that mean? That means that you have people that have a profound refusal with reality that are involved.
Oh, don't give me none of that bullshit. You know damn good and well if you had to rebuild that house again, you'd do it. You know why? That's what hardworking people do. Even if they don't want to, even if they don't have the energy to, you manage to find a little piece of you whenever you need it. That's just the human way, man. You may not think you got all that energy. It might be a little bit slower than last time, but let me tell you something. You got one thing you didn't have whenever you were younger. Experience. You know, you do things a certain way so that way you don't put much strain on your body. You got more knowledge on how to build things. Got more experience on how to build things. Man, all that energy didn't go to waste, let me tell you what.
With a process. When you have a person who is actively refusing observable reality, you should assume that that pathology will translate to other realities as well. It's kind of like it's an indicator. It's like what I said before. Like the moment that I hear somebody thinks that, you know,
for me, it's not just the he/him thing. For me, it's whenever I hear them say like if they believe in the flat Earth or they can't answer a question on gender stuff or that to me makes my brain turn off immediately to them because I just don't have I don't want to stoop to their level because I might catch a little bit of that whatever the fuck they have that makes them think this. and I just don't want to deal with it.
It can be trans. The Earth is flat.
Yep.
Like dinosaur bones were put in by the Jews to make Christians not believe in Jesus. Like they talk.
Yes, that is a thing. That is a thing, by the way. That is a thing that... Now, I'm not saying I believe that. I don't believe that at all. That is a thing that has been circulating on the internet where Jews put dinosaur bones into the ground so that way it would make the Christians not believe. That is a thing that I have heard.
To aliens that they can talk to dead people in dreams. Like the moment
you're
that
luring
I
the
hear that
interwebs.
from somebody, I recognize that this is a person
good morning,
that
T. Shipley.
can't be trusted. This is a person that you can't trust to make any decisions. You can't rely on their judgment for anything. And so this is the same thing. Is that like sneaking in actual facts I see? Good one. And so for example, under like 14 and especially pre-puberty, like any sex.
That's okay, man. We don't
Never been so
need to
wrong
get
about
into the whole
necromancy.
gender
Their scientific
thing. Let's talk about the game.
Bungie's title portfolio are at war with reality.
Let's talk about the game.
The full amount of the fixed assets related to Bungie, except for goodwill. Player reception to Marathon is strong, with the game receiving a Metacritic score of 82 and more.
Metacritic is dog shit. No one cares about Metacritic. Nobody cares about Metacritic scores. No one cares about IGN scores. Nobody cares about Game Informer scores. You know why? What have the players thought about it when they picked it up and played it? That's what you need to worry about.
More than 90% of the player reviews on Steam being positive.
Okay,
engagement metrics,
that's good. That's good. That's a good thing.
Such as retention also remain at a high level. Well, that's not true.
It's gone down. It's gone down tremendously.
This is not a high level.
It's gone down. 11,000 yesterday. Oh my god, this was sitting at 35K 2 weeks ago.
This is a low level. I can tell because of the direction.
Oh yeah, we gonna talk about UFC fight. Opinion on the upcoming UFC fight. This is UFC. I don't really watch UFC, but I'll give it a spin.
Yeah, it's just not true. Why do you care, though?
Upcoming UFC fight.
Because I want to see games that represent an ideology that I think is regressive and bad die. It's that simple.
There's
Yeah,
like
I
3.
want to see the game die.
Oh god, there's more than that.
It's really simple. I don't like what it represents. I mean, is it? Can I make it any more clear? Yeah. What a loser take. Well,
Which one specifically? Which fight specifically?
Why is it a loser take?
Give me the 2 names.
What does it represent? It represents an ideology of the gender stuff, of the weird androgynous characters, of the subversion of natural beauty into perverse, weird standards being replaced.
Strickland versus...
I think that's why.
Chimiv? Let me see. Strickland versus Chimiv fight.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, Matt, that's exactly what I think. Like, I try to be...
Okay.
And I want y'all to understand this. Whenever people ask me these questions, I try to answer them directly. Like, that's actually what I think. I'll just tell you what I think. Wanting something
Did they already fight? Did they fight during the weigh-in? They fight during the weigh-in? I'll ask you this. If they fought during the weigh-in, who started it? Who started it during the weigh-in? Whoever didn't start it during the weigh-in is going to win.
Why is it loser mentality?
Well, how's it going, Jason Holmes?
This is going to be a while. If you think that I shouldn't care about that, that's fine. But I'm explaining to you very clearly that is my reasoning. That is the cause and effect that that goes through my mind. And I think that it's an extremely sound logical process.
Security, so they couldn't fight. Who's got the better winning streak? Who's got the better winning streak?
Putting pronouns in a video game is cringe, I agree, but it's saying I'm so happy this shit's failing is tiring. It's loser reasoning. I completely disagree with you. If it's loser reasoning, then why?
I thought I saw them getting a tuffle. The thing I just saw, I can't pull it up because it's UFC, and I'll get copy struck like crazy. But like, I thought I saw them get into a tussle.
Why am I winning? The game's dying. The game's dying. Everybody's laughing at it. The studio is going to have huge layoffs. There's going to be more of these people in the unemployment line. And ultimately, I think that we've created another point on the ground.
Live with who?
Where a game is negatively affected by the ideology. By the way,
I was hoping that he would talk more about it.
Of that. That's how the
this video
normality
is
and
kind of a snoozer. I'm not going to lie, Asman.
Reveals.
Not this one. Not this one. Are we already into politics? There's no way. Bro, it's 8:29. Fuck it, I guess. Whatever. Do we have anything else? There's a lot of big, beefy hitters today. Look at that map, guys. Look at that map. Yo, if I was a Democrat right now, I would be flipping shit. That map looks bad. Woo!
Reports of 4-foot-tall beings.
That's right, boys. We go cover the aliens. We got aliens, boys.
Emerging from UFOs. Allegedly a negative photo of the strange dead being that was found in a UFO crash site in New Mexico. So let me get this straight. This right here was in the files. He's just a little guy. I mean, that's a really little guy, though. Pentagon UFO files show a star-shaped object moving in sharp... I mean, this is... What is this, like a non...
That could be anything. You guys aren't really going to believe me when I say this, but that could literally be anything. This could be a laser, like a pin light laser that's really strong that's making this effect. Like, this could be anything. This kind of looks like a light with the dot, like the lights in the center, and it's radiating the light outwards. I don't really see this as much.
There's no way. This is from the F... It has a smoke trail.
It does have a smoke trail. It does have a smoke trail. I'll give them that. It does.
What the fuck? Presidential...
I don't know, dude. You know what else this could be? This could be somebody shining a laser into a camera, and the smoke trail could be it searing the actual lens of the camera. I mean, this looks fake. I'm not like, you can't even tell what the fuck's going on in the picture or in the video. I don't know. Am I the only person that thinks that this is like not a good example? It's supposed to be a UFO, but it looks like somebody shining a laser and searing the fucking lens. Like, ever ate a baby squirrel?
What the fuck?
I have not.
Presidential unsealing. This is a higher resolution.
Yeah, it looks crap to me too. Oh my god. Guys, this has to stop. Guys, this has to stop.
What the fuck? Presidential unsealing. This is a higher resolution. Okay. We're looking for Jeffrey Epstein. A UAP that they saw from the fucking moon? Newly released UFO files include phenomena observed by astronauts during the Apollo mission. Apollo 17 crew reported seeing unidentified bright lights spark up. Sparks that lit up space. Apollo 11, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin described seeing a mysterious brighter object tumbling past their spacecraft onto the moon. Oh my god. The first
What? Really?
unusual thing that we saw, I guess, was
The separation of LM as the beginning of the flight plan and the to relax, get plenty of sleep, and conserve their energies in all the events leading up to that point. To arrive in lunar orbit, tired can create problems, and it's possible to do that. To do that if you don't approach it in the right frame of mind. Armstrong, I think Mike's hit the nail on the head. We did precisely that. We got a lot of rest and got into lunar orbit, eager to go to work, and that's a particularly fortunate position to be in. Collins, this is something we've talked to. This is just them, like, days going to the moon. Aldrin, the first unusual thing that we saw, I guess, was one day out. My camera's literally blocking this entire line. Or something pretty close to the moon. It had a sizable dimension to it, so we put the monocle on it.
Was one day out of something pretty close to the moon. It had a sizable dimension to it, so we put a monocular on it. We just look out the window and there it was. Yeah, we weren't sure about what it might be. We called the ground and we were told the SIVB was 6,000 miles away. We were seeing all kinds of little objects going by at various dumps, and then we happened to see this one brighter object going by. At the time, each one of us had a chance to look at it, and it certainly seemed like it was within our vicinity and a very sizable dimension. I don't know. Like,
So sizable dimension, like, does that mean that it was big? Like medium? Like, what do you mean sizable dimension?
And you got both of them saying this is what happened, and this is confidential with the guys that went to the moon. So this is audio from 1965 Gemini Mission 7 UFO sighting.
Bogey at 10 o'clock high.
This is Houston. Say again, 7?
So we have a bogey at 10 o'clock high. So we have several, looks like debris up there, actual sighting. It looks like hundreds of little particles going by to the left out about 3 to 4 miles. Looks like perhaps a vehicle that's disintegrated.
Roger, understand they're about 3 to 4 miles away.
Did you hear that?
It looks like hundreds of little particles going by to the left out about 3 to 4 miles. Looks like perhaps a vehicle that's disintegrated.
What the fuck is that?
Perhaps
You hear that?
left out about 3 to 4 miles. Looks like perhaps
You hear that clicking? What is that?
looks like hundreds of little particles going by to the left out about 3 to 4 miles. Looks like perhaps a vehicle that's disintegrated.
Roger, understand they're about 3 to 4 miles
That's so weird. It's there and then it's just gone.
away.
They're past now. They're going to pull it over.
Oh. That was fast. Oh. Nope.
Oh, there it goes. Guys, look at the dust.
Where'd it go? So it's another one of those little balls.
It kind of looks like a jellyfish. Like a little tiny box jellyfish.
What the fuck?
Bro, you know that if there's aliens, they totally fucking with us. Like, you know that's what's going on here. They're like, huh, look at those dumbasses down there. Fucking stupid.
Man. The headlights? Guys.
They kind of do look like headlights.
Filming the ground.
Oh, shit. I didn't even see that. Yo, W5. W5. By Johnson Holmes. Okay, omittedly, they lost all telemetry data from moon landing, but he have audio and video. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think of this. I think that might be bullshit. It might not be bullshit. Who knows, man? It's so questionable. The end is near.
2001 Dodge Neon? UFO files are cute, but the most important disclosure happened by Trump on Joe Rogan's podcast and no one noticed.
By the way, Elon is great. That guy is such a great guy. I think you're a fan of Elon.
It's raining? That sucks.
He
That
is
it's
from
raining.
a different planet.
The final curtain.
Oh
Wait,
my
what?
Planet. Great guy. I think you're a fan of Elon. He is from a different planet.
Oh my.
Oh, you have no idea. They have taken over. They speak no language. And all of a sudden, psh, and you hear blah, blah. And you see like little lights, like a round ball, but it wasn't a comet or a meteor. It was something. So I see this, and I said, you gotta be kidding. They wanted to meet. They wouldn't meet Obama. They all came to see me. They said,
Jesus Christ.
Kamala's a very low IQ person.
Donald Trump did not go on the Joe Rogan podcast, by the way, guys. That was AI. Decoy covered it, by the way. Decoy did indeed cover the aliens.
Aliens sounds absolutely stupid, but stay with me. So did cloud seeding, DEW space lasers, and UFOs, and all of those have been confirmed with a similar slow drip of information. As today, the US government declassified.
I think that there is most likely alien life. They wouldn't bother with us because we're too fucking primitive. Like, they most likely, if they're that advanced that they're flying around, they're not going to get involved with us because they know what their technology can do to our world. They know that by dropping in, we would see them as kind of like a god. And that's really what they're trying to avoid, obviously. It's kind of like that one episode of The Orville. If you've ever seen The Orville by Seth, I think it's Seth MacFarlane. He's the guy that made Family Guy and American Dad, those shows. There's an episode where one of the people drop down onto an alien world, and then, you know, she leaves a piece of electronic tech there, and then they end up praising her as a god, and it completely destroys their civilization, and it leads to a bunch of, like, wacky shit, okay? So, I think that they probably know we're here, but they're not gonna fuck with us. But if anything, how do we not know that we're the most advanced species in the universe? I mean, we don't know that, right? So, who knows? I think that if we exist on this planet, there's not a doubt in my mind that there is alien life. 100%. Like, if we exist, then they can exist. It's not hard to comprehend that. Have they landed here or crashed? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we're descendants of aliens. Who knows?
Flying objects on Earth. But also, during the moon landing, there were multiple alien sightings. And 4 years before that, NASA knew we weren't alone.
Say again, 7.
I don't know if they're trying to make more episodes. I think they made 2 seasons, though. They're really good. Really good. Let me see. Is the Orville still gonna have
3 to 4 miles.
There's an awful lot to unpack here, but the most important aspect is, if you look close enough,
they're gonna make new seasons this year. They're making new seasons.
Confirming the authenticity of Bob Lazar's stories.
3 seasons. It's on 3
back
seasons.
in the 90s, actually quite terrifying. As this is no hoax, but President Trump finally releasing the UFO footage.
We're going to be releasing as much as we can in the near future. Pilots, very solid people, and they said they saw things that you wouldn't believe. So,
with over 30 minutes of clips of nearly 6 decades of encounters, but the more important sightings are of these jellyfish-like flying craft, the thermal scans of wind turbines having ships that defy our physics, and probably most shockingly, the large star shapes shooting through our sky. Now, most of the footage just shows those.
So is that thing pops up a lot? Maybe that's like some kind of laser or quasar beam or something.
Aircraft that so-called conspiracy theorists have been discussing for years, and now seemingly nonchalantly, our own government is confirming Yeah, we've known about this for a while.
As for my promise to you, the Department of War has released the first trench of UFO UAP files to the public for their review and study in an effort for complete and maximum transparency. I can't speak today. It was my honor to direct my administration to identify and provide government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomenon, and unidentified flying objects, whereas previous administrations have failed to be transparent on the subject. With these new documents and videos, the people can decide for themselves what the hell is going on. Have fun and enjoy President Donald J. Trump.
We still can't explain any of it, which makes me think it's either a distraction from everything else going on, or prepping/testing everybody for the next tranche of information that may be a bit more distressing. As those photos from the moon are all...
That's pretty. Yo, that's pretty. They had color? I didn't even realize that the moon landing had color. I always thought it was black and white images. They had color?
Low res and up to interpretation, but we just went to the moon with brand new 4K footage. So what exactly are they about to show us, and how could it change everything?
Bro, watch come to find out. They like docked with a big ass spaceship up there, and they like shook hands with aliens and shit. Wouldn't that blow y'all's mind? That'd blow my mind, bro.
About our reality, as seemingly everybody in office with top secret information alludes to complete transparency on aliens would cause society to, quote, become unglued. As first, President Obama basically admitted there's aliens.
Apparently this is only scratching. Really?
Aliens real.
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in, what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51.
Then President Trump wished he didn't speak up.
Barack Obama said that aliens are real. Have you seen any evidence of non-human visitors to Earth?
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. You know,
So aliens are real.
well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. Well, he made a big mistake. He took it out of classified information.
As the original release is just about unidentified flying objects in our skies, which could be our own classified drone technology, foreign spies, or even AI imagery. But Obama said aliens, and if that was a lie, then what is he sharing that's classified? Meaning they're definitely hiding something else. As on the Joe Rogan podcast, members of Congress have constantly confirmed we are not alone.
Like, what kind of evidence have you seen?
I have seen photos. I have seen...
What have you seen photos of?
So I was in a skiff, and I can't discuss all that was in a skiff, but what I can tell you is based on the photos that I've seen, I'm very confident that there's things out there that have not been created by mankind. But I was actually able to ask some of the witnesses, you know, what are these things? And they keep saying interdimensional.
And just 36 minutes after the UFO files were released, Representative Luna randomly posted a biblically accurate angel, which is in line with Congresswoman Green saying similar things.
And I believe those could be fallen angels.
All these things could be
fallen angels.
Yeah, fallen
The aliens are fallen angels.
That's possible. I think that's what they could be. That's what makes sense. And
see, what did I say earlier in this? I said there's a reason why aliens haven't done anything like this, like coming down and shaking hands and touching the flesh, as it were, because we would immediately see them as gods. Guys, I don't like being descendants of monkeys. Can we try something else? This isn't working.
My worldview.
Now, I'm not gonna get into confirmation bias, especially since they've seen things that we haven't yet, or may never see, but what I'm leaning more into believing is something buried deep between the lines, as Congressman Burchett's interviews may shed where to actually look.
I mean, this thing's been covered up at least since 1947, and I just don't think they don't give up that easy.
They are considering disclosure, and that there have been visits of these superintelligent beings from somewhere else that we have retrieved crashed vehicles, and that we have.
Well, there's been people saying that they retrieved crashed vehicles and aliens for years, like decades now, ever since they started Area 51. So, I mean, let's be honest here. What do you think the likelihood is that they built Area 51 on top of that crash site? They retrieved whatever the fuck it was, and they're doing some kind of drilling or mining over there at that facility because they think that the aliens are trying to get to something, or maybe the aliens did get to something. I mean, I would say the percentage isn't zero. I would say that.
Biological remains.
That's correct.
And we are talking about disclosing, and every one of them said the negatives far outweigh the positives in terms of the impact on government, the impact on the economy, religion, all these different factors, and how it would disrupt society. And in the end, they decided not to disclose.
Yeah. Allegedly, when they told Jimmy Carter, he cried.
That's what I heard too.
I was. Yeah. It was. I won't go into all of it, but I was in a meeting.
What would make him cry?
I don't know.
Which is this common theme claiming they know more than us. That scares them, but there's still something else they're hiding. As Rogan brings up Bob Lazar.
The Bob Lazar episode of this podcast is the most viewed episode that I've ever had on YouTube.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's just talking about how he used to work at S4, Area 51 Site 4, where he was back engineering UFOs.
Right. You got to figure he's the one that escaped.
Well, like, I got a little dropper for you guys. The B-2 bomber. Have you noticed how the B-2 bomber doesn't look anything else we have on the Air Force? Let that sink in. Why does the B-2 bomber look nothing like anything else that the United States Air Force owns? It's literally like an alien ship compared to everything else. Like, I've seen a couple documentaries of them doing the B-2 bombers and stuff, and I've seen a lot of conspiracy stuff. But then I saw something on YouTube that kind of had me wondering, why does the B-2 bomber look so different than anything else that we have? Why is that? And I can't help but maybe that there's some kind of comparison to that.
All of it, and is still alive. And somehow he got out and was able to do it before they could silence him.
He went public because he was afraid they were going to kill him. You know, because the initial one, he gave a fake name, and he was a silhouette, and he told his story, but then his home got broken into, his car was getting broken into, he got shot at on the highway. It got real weird, and so he said, look, I've got to go public. Like, it might be the only way to protect myself, and he told the whole story.
And align that with Brichette's other statement.
Because I've been briefed by just about every alphabet agency there is. And I'll just tell you this, if they would release the things that I've seen, you would stay up, you'd be up at night worrying about or thinking about this stuff. We just need to disclose it all. As I was briefed last week on an issue, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago.
The bomber looks exactly like the old German Horton.
It would have set the earth on this country would have come unglued, I think, if they would have heard all that I heard.
So UFOs are real, with footage of physics that grants Bob Lazar's stories more credibility, and our congressmen are saying, should me and you know the truth, society would become unglued. And what exactly would do that? Maybe what Lazar shared back in the 90s.
There is an extremely classified document dealing with religion, and it's about that thick. Period. But why would there be any classified material dealing with religion?
Kind of.
It's so far out.
All right, your objection has been noted.
Okay.
What does it say?
That we're containers. That's how supposedly the aliens look at us. That we are nothing but containers.
Containers of?
Containers. Maybe containers of souls. You can come up with whatever theory you want, but we're containers, and that's how we're mentioned in the documents. That religion was specifically created, so we have some rules and regulations for the sole purpose of not damaging the containers.
And if you
watch, come to find out that it's just like the creators in Alien or Prometheus. They made us in their image.
Know me, you know I enjoy a great tinfoil hat theory, even selling one on my website. Well, conspiracy theories are supposed to be fun, not confirmation that the X-Files episodes about alien human...
Let me tell you something. Where do you think all these conspiracy theories come from, my guy? You think some dude in the bottom, the ass end of the world, in his basement, being sheltered by his parents, can come up with something as complex as this? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, let's be honest here. Some things are made for tourism. Like, for example, maybe Bigfoot was made for tourism. Maybe Lassie or Nessie was made for tourism, like the Loch Ness Monster. But let's really think about this for a second. Why would they immediately pop up with a place like Area 51 and keep everybody out if it was for tourism? Does make you wonder. It's conspiracy day, guys, didn't you know?
Hybrids, U.S. government cooperation, and human souls being harvested for alien consumption is just known information within top secret circles. I even feel foolish sharing this out loud, coming from a guy that sells this stupid hat. But honestly, what else do you think it could be? And why does everybody with that extra layer of knowledge seem to suggest the same exact thing? So actually, let me know your theories below.
Decoy.
And if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the track.
Oh, damn, there was another gaming thing, wasn't there? Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's the full thing.
We had a really, really, really huge, massive, gigantic reveal. I didn't know if I was going to go live today. I'm going to be honest. I really didn't. I didn't know. I was like, am I going to do it? Am I not going to do it?
Yes, W Decoy.
I saw that they released some alien shit. And I thought to myself, get the fuck up. Get interfering with electromagnetic equipment. But the one thing most startling, sections involve testimonies of encounters with the apparent occupants of the craft. A few witnesses have reported
wait a minute.
The FBI said this. Newly released FBI files. This is a mysterious 4-foot-tall crewman exiting a UFO in the 1960s. Okay, documents released Friday. FBI summarized reports of metallic craft capable of hovering silently, reaching fantastic speeds, and interfering with electromagnetic equipment. But the one thing most startling, sections involve testimonies of encounters with the apparent occupants of the craft.
A few witnesses
have reported seeing crewmen who landed from the objects, the document stated, describing the beings as being 3.5 to 4 feet tall, wearing what appear to be space suits and helmets. There's no way, right? There's no fucking way. Hundreds of records, photos, and videos. Well,
NASA.
This is not real, right? I mean, this obviously not a picture of it. What the fuck? Wait, what? What is this? Okay, so, all right, let me go through. We're going to look at some more of this then. Pentagon UFO files show a star-shaped object moving in sharp...
No, is this the star again? Oh, what the fuck? There goes. Who just has a camera pointed at the sky? Like, I can understand if this was like a plane or something, but they're pointing the camera right at the... Like, I don't even know what this is. It's just like, what is this?
I mean, this is... What is this, like a Naru?
We saw this section already. Oh, please.
I don't know, man. Like, they're looking for Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, maybe this is... That'd be convenient.
Yeah. Just 12 inches long, gyroscopically balanced, and with thrusters...
Wait, what the fuck is this?
Catch this machine.
This is the 1990s drone that fires constant bursts of 8 directions, viewed from a thermal camera. At a distance, it perfectly matches the STARS UFO UAP DC, especially with 30 years of technology improvements.
1, 2, 1. Cover.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
With no pilot to compromise performance, even more unusual craft and propulsion systems have been designed and tested.
Yeah?
This incredible machine was originally designed...
Hold on, wait a minute. How come it is they get the good shit and we stuck with propellers still? Wait, hold on, wait a minute. Hold the hell on. How much y'all think something like this would cost? That's what we should be asking. How come they get the good shit?
Down nuclear missiles and satellites.
That'd be convenient.
Yeah. Just
They developed this even before they managed to get good color television and we stuck with fucking propellers? Bro, you know America has got the good shit. Holy crap, could you imagine this being an actual drone that carries a payload of, like, bombs or something? Dude, there's no shot.
inches long, gyroscopically balanced, and with thrusters at key points around its body.
Bro, ain't no way you can't convince me we don't have satellite lasers, bro. I'm sorry. There's no way.
Instant changes of direction.
Cover.
Look at that thing. That's crazy.
Cover tracking. Cover.
I mean, maybe this is... Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know, guys. I really, just as realistic as the moon landing. We're up next. I'm nervous. We're supposed to believe this stuff now. Are we doing... Is what I think is going to happen, that, like, when the Epstein files get released, that they're so perverse, demented, evil, insane, and outlandish that people just can't comprehend, like, the Goyim can't comprehend the severity of it, so they just turn it into a meme?
Yeah. I could see
Is that it?
I could see it.
Not really? I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's looking like that to me. Sodom and Gomorrah 2, dog. Look at Polymarket odds for aliens. Okay. Oh, yeah. What why would they tell us he'd be willing to do it? Files. Presidential unsealing. So this is it right here.
Oh, is that the drone? That looks like the drone that they had in that little area.
Presidential unsealing. So this is it, right? Based on the tremendous interest shown, I will be directing this. Oh, so this is... Oh my god. Well, that looks like a fucking helicopter.
It's right there. No, it's right here. It's here. No, stop. It's... I saw it.
God.
It's the black dot. So it's here, and then it's down here in the bottom right quadrant. You see it? The helicopter's up there, but the dot that you're looking for is here. Because it goes from right here...
Well, that looks like a fucking helicopter.
...to here.
What the fuck is that?
Really?
Oh, it's a composite sketch. Okay, I was about to say. I was like, yeah, I don't know about this one.
Yeah,
guys.
I don't know about that. No. There's 3 dots. Look at that, guys. 3 dots. We're getting all worked up over 3 fucking pieces of space dust.
A UAP that they saw from the fucking moon?
There is a good chance within the next 20 years that we may come in contact with aliens because we might be ready enough because of our space travel. That they may finally make contact with us. Who knows? Because once we do the space travel, I mean, why wouldn't they? Like, we already are advanced enough to understand it.
Oh my god.
At least certain parts of the world.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a still from a video that the U.S. military operator reported as featuring a UAP flying across their screen. What the fuck? What the hell is this? Now we know why they didn't go back? I feel like the moon would be kind of boring, right?
The issue with our space travel is that we stopped. We stopped trying to go to space. That's the problem with it. That's the reason why we're still in the horse and buggy. Elon Musk picked up the torch, and ever since Elon has been making the reusable rocket pods and stuff, NASA finally got its ass into gear. We have the technology for it, but we're just not doing it. We weren't anyway.
UAP report.
We should have never stopped going to the moon. We could already have bases on the moon.
From the UAE? What the fuck? What are these? U.S. military operator reported observing UAP flying just above the surface of the ocean, taking multiple 90-degree...
Think about how much easier it would be to launch rockets without Earth's gravity on the moon. Like, if we could set up facilities on the moon to start drilling and get the moon's materials, we could launch rockets so much easier from the moon than we ever could on Earth.
Turns at high speed.
Way less fuel, way less, well, I mean, I don't know what they would use for fuel, maybe solar, but, like, it would be so much easier to launch from the ground on the moon than it would be in Earth.
Indeed. U.S. military operator reported UAP near Greece flying straight above the ocean towards land.
Morning, ham slices.
What the fuck? Watch the videos? Well, I'm going through these first, right? Military operator reported UAP. Where is it? I can't even really entirely see it here. Yeah, let's see some of these videos. Yeah, I'm ready to see the videos. Directive, this is the first release. Oh my, they are among us. Look at this UFO, white orb flying between turbines.
You know, at first it looked like a speck on the camera. I mean...
What the fuck?
Yo, low-key, what if they have some kind of like, and this is, you know, this is a conspiracy theory, guys. Okay, this is a conspiracy theory. If this is, you know, a UFO, what if they've got some kind of like alien cloaking technology, but you know, the dot is like the moon, or not the moon, the fucking sun, you know, refracting some kind of light that makes it slightly visible right here, you know? Like, what if they've got a way to, like, cloak everything, including their thermals? But who knows? It's going in between the...
What the fuck is...
I want to see something. Hold on. I want to see something. Not that.
What?
It looks like... It looks like it's behind it. I was trying to make sure it wasn't over top of everything. It looks like it's weaving, so I don't know, man. It could be dust, could be anything. For all we know, this could be an AI generated image. What is normal? Was it like 125?
What the fuck is... Ghost orbs? Yeah.
No, that's too fast. Is it 1.5?
I've seen faster drones. Yeah, but you don't look like that, right?
No, that's still too fast. What the fuck is the normal playback speed on YouTube? What is the normal playback speed on YouTube? 1x. Jesus, thank you. Oh, right here. It fucking says it. My camera, the camera boom thing was fucking blocking that. I couldn't see it. Leave me alone, chat.
I mean, I feel like they'd be able to tell if it was a drone, man. The USA last place on Earth, the aliens choose to play their aircraft. Yeah, oh my god. It's obviously a drone, you absolute clown. Stop furring for every blurry dot. All right. All right.
But drones didn't exist whenever they were doing this. Well, maybe they did.
From the UFO files, a few witnesses have reported seeing crewmen who landed from objects. Oh, is this...
It's kind of creepy.
Oh, this is the same... Okay, so
is that a
that's
sketch?
fake. All right, that's not even a legitimate thing. Newly released UFO files include phenomena observed by astronauts during the Apollo mission. And then this is... So they saw this shit while they were on the moon. So there's a chance that not only have we known about this, but we've known about it for over 50 years. What to think? I feel like some of these, like, I mean, this is crazy.
How's it going?
I mean, that's...
Pirates
what
Spoonbill?
the fuck? Right? I mean, like, this to me is the most...
That's funny.
This one right here is the most surprising. Like, the other ones, it's like, okay, well, maybe it's, for example, or something else. But, like, okay, maybe this is some other thing. I have no idea.
What is this?
But, like, I mean, which is in lights spark up. Sparks that lit up space, like the...
That's most likely... That is most likely a meteor or something, or like an asteroid or something small, like a rock, that is entering the moon's atmosphere. That's... Especially with it going in a down motion like that, that's what that looks like. Bro.
Wait, what? Aliens literally threw fireworks for astronauts and NASA, and it's still going, it's probably space dust? Yeah, you're right. I mean, I feel like there's a higher chance that it's a meteor. Apollo 11, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin described seeing a mysterious brighter object tumbling past their spacecraft onto the moon. Buzz Aldrin said, "We happened to see this one brighter object going by. Looked like a hollow cylinder. You could look right down into its guts. Open book shape. It was really weird."
What?
Its guts, open book shape. It was really weird.
We used to see this brighter object going by. Looked like a hollow cylinder. You could look right down its guts. Open book shape. Was it a cylinder or is it an open book shape? That's confusing. They should they like sketch it? Think Mike hit the nail on the head.
Oh my god.
Oh, we saw this. That was in the shorter video. We saw this. We don't need to sit here and
confidential with the guy.
It actually happened. What both Armstrong and Aldrin said. It actually happened during those minutes. On leaving the module, Armstrong deliberately switched his communication to the medic line and said, "There are other spacecraft here, sir, lined up on the other side of the crater.
Dude.
Those babies are huge, enormous. They're watching us."
I don't believe
Without full disclosure of classified information, no one will ever know the real reason why the astronauts returned to Earth with such strange dispositions, without any indication in their cold expressions of the excitement that one would expect from the first men ever to touch the surface of the moon.
I think this is slop, guys. I'm gonna be honest.
It became...
I mean, they're still professionals. I mean, they, especially back then, they're expected to act a certain way. They're also army men, or
it's something was
so
off
like
when they were each interviewed.
This is slop,
This is
bro.
like 1965 Gemini Mission 7 UFO sighting.
Oh.
Okay, let me listen.
This is Houston. Say again, 7?
So we have a bogey at 10 o'clock high.
Is that the booster or is that an actual sighting? Say again, 7?
It's until we have several, looks like debris up there, actual sighting. It looks like hundreds of little particles going by to the left out about 3 to 4 miles.
Understand you have many small particles going by on the left. At what distance?
4 miles. Large, looks like perhaps a vehicle that's disintegrated.
Yeah, clicking again.
Okay. UFO files are cute, but the most important disclosure happened by Trump on Joe Rogan's podcast and no one noticed.
By the way, Elon is great. That guy is such a great guy. I think you're a fan of Elon.
him. Is this,
he is from
this
a different
I thought this was
planet.
AI.
Oh my.
Oh, you have no idea. They have taken over. And you see...
This is AI. There's no way.
By the way, Elon is great.
My God, it's...
Guy is such a great guy.
It's hopefully nobody... It's just edited together, okay, guys?
Okay. It's either edited or it's
Okay.
AI. There's no way that's real.
I'll see if there's any more
Donald
of these
Trump
to
actually
look
go on the
at.
Joe Rogan podcast?
So,
I didn't know he did.
This is Department of War. This is the post that they made right here. This is an update on the strange
Did
alien
Donald go
image in the
to
recent
the-
update. It's
the
allegedly
Joe
a
Rogan
negative
show?
photo of the strange dead being that
Yeah, I
was
guess he
found in
did.
a UFO
He did.
crash site in New Mexico.
This
He's just a little guy. I mean, that's a really little. I don't know about that. This one, somebody is like, okay, I know what that's gonna be. We don't need to. What is the one? We
Called shit, but those are a consequence of a
think that it's Hitler now. Can you believe this?
Everything is
It'll
Hitler.
make-
Everything. Okay, let's move on from this. It doesn't look like there's any new stuff. I'm kind of happy I skimmed through that. Holy shit. Let's move on from this.
Bait and switching people with hiring Anita Sarkeesian. I don't know if they hired. I don't know how she was involved at all. My opinion on the Slay the Spire stuff. I know that like.
Oh, by the way, Slay the Spire is cooked. Slay the Spire 2 hired a woke radical.
My opinion is that Spire 200 reviews.
They completely cooked their reviews.
Yeah, I feel like most of these are positive. Like people are downvoting the graph and find it fine. Gamergate. She was one of the people that was trying to, at the very beginning, frequency, and because of this group, she was one of the original people that was in the genesis of Gamergate. She was one of the people that was
We'll
trying
cover this tomorrow.
to
We're already past gaming. I don't want to deal with the gaming anymore. Let's
1,000 a
go.
year, but he does not want to propose until I'm completely debt free.
So he's making $250,000 a year. He's balling. Probably one of my viewers.
What is
He does not want to propose until I'm completely debt free.
You're not gonna like.
Dave Ramsey tells a nurse to dump her boyfriend after he refuses to propose until she pays off $90K in debt. Caller, I'm 26-year-old nurse with $90K in student loans. My boyfriend makes $250K a year, but he won't propose until I'm completely debt-free. I mean, that's kind of valid. That's valid for him to want to marry somebody to take on that debt, because that's a lot of debt. And number two, she honestly should probably think about leaving him if he makes that much money and, he's not willing to help with the debt. So I think either way is very valid.
I am.
If you were my daughter, you want to know what I would tell you?
What?
Get your
Dump
shit
him.
together. Wait,
he's
what?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great
No,
guy.
he's
Like,
not.
It's not his responsibility to pay her debt, and I get that. That's his money. I completely understand with not paying it. And I completely understand where the guy's coming from for not wanting to marry her with that much debt, because that's going to be shared. I completely get it. And I completely understand that. And there's nothing wrong with that. And, she's probably doing the best that she can to pay it off. But I think, at the end of the day, I don't really think that relationship's going to work out.
No, he's not.
I just don't
He's
see
making you
I don't
prove
see it
your
working.
worth.
Absolutely. I'm going to explain the reason why I'm surprised he even said that. Because this is a test. If she can't even manage her own finances, if you're married, now you share finances.
Yep.
Why would you want to entangle yourself with a person who has been proven that they're going to fuck themselves up? I'm actually surprised. I see a bald-ass old man like this, and I thought he was going to say what I was about to say. That's why people are mad. He never says this to men. He wants to say, like, oh, but it's different if it's a man and a woman, right? And, like, in a way, yeah, you should.
I think that it should apply vice versa as well. Like marriage is a very strong thing, and if you've got somebody that can't hold up their side of anything, along with like I think just alone not wanting to marry somebody because of the debt that they have, that's valid. It is. It's a valid reason not to get married. You could still live with them. You could still have kids with them. But if the debt is what's keeping you from marrying them, there's nothing wrong with that. Marriage is a piece of paper. Like, it's a religious thing. It's a piece of paper. But if you're happy with being with a significant other and not marrying them for whatever reason, that's perfectly fine.
Hold women to the same standards you hold men to. But the problem is that the government does. So you can't be traditional in that way whenever the government says it's 50-50.
You're having to buy your way into this relationship.
Buy your way.
You're a princess and you deserve more than this.
That is so fucking stupid. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. How do people like this get through life? Like, dude, that is a fairy tale answer. That is such a fairy tale answer, it's not even fucking funny. Oh, you deserve better because you're a princess. What? You got a good man that's got a good job, and he just wants to make sure that you're going to pay off your debt. He wants to make sure that you're going to be a good significant other. Like, there is nothing wrong with holding somebody to that standard. And I can't stand this mentality that we've adopted as Americans, where women can just do no wrong. I'm sorry, I've met some dumbasses in my day. I have met some smart, dumb women and men. They so damn smart behind books, right? But they could not fucking cross the street if their life depended on it without getting hit by 50 cars. I'm sorry. No common sense whatsoever.
This relationship.
Buy your way.
You're a princess and you deserve more than this.
He's got to be joking.
The reason I've been able to put like majority of my paycheck towards my loans is because he does pay for all our rent.
Oh, so you live together?
Yeah, we live together.
Oh, so you're already married, but you just
why are you bitching and complaining then? If he's paying for everything and all you have to do is take your check and put it towards your fucking debt, he's practically paying your fucking debt. Think about how much longer it would be if he wasn't paying those bills and you were having to pay for that on top of your debt. You would literally never get out of it. He is giving you an out. What are you doing? Why are you on this show? This goes back to that old thing. You give them an inch and they'll take a mile. You'll never make this individual happy. Ever.
Admit it.
Yeah, it does feel like we're married.
Well, that...
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. So what's his incentive to get married? None.
He could just be an idiot today, and he just needs to learn a little...
He's the idiot?
Little bit about what it means to be in a relationship.
I love you. And
You treating this dude like he's running around on her. He's paying for everything. She's living under his roof. He's allowing her to pay her debt back, and she on this podcast acted like she's a goddamn victim of anything. Like, well, he's even giving her he's giving her the means to pay it back quickly. What?
If you were my daughter, I'd tell you not to marry this guy.
You know what? In a way, I agree with him. She needs to find another guy out there that's also $19,000 in debt so they can get married and be $40,000 in debt. Is she $90,000? Wait, hold up. What is
Yeah, she had $90,000.
$90,000 left.
And so you got $90,000 left.
Wait, so she's $90,000? I totally disagree with Baldy. Crazy to even expect that, man. It's like, you're a princess, you deserve better. This dude is...
Yeah, keep living in a fairy tale, guy. Keep living in a fucking fairy tale.
Making a quarter...
The dumbest thing that lady could do is leave that guy. All she has to do is pay off the debt, and then if there's an excuse after that, just leave. You've got what you wanted out of him. You were able to get your debt paid off. You're probably going to be the only person in a very long time, one out of like a 1,000 that's going to be able to pay off that much debt. Be thankful. Like, holy shit.
Of $1 million a year, and you're calling into a fucking internet show to complain about him. You got this
exactly
bitch in your house. She is in your house that you paid for. You're paying for fucking everything.
The reason I've been able to like put like majority of my paycheck towards my loans is because he does pay for all our rent.
And she's
I don't get it, dude. I don't get it.
crying to somebody on the internet looking for attention.
You know why? Because this is the kind of girl that isn't looking to leave. She's just trying to get attention. That's all. You see, it's just like with any relationship. Whenever you deal with somebody that's very emotionally like attachy all the time, that wants emotions all the time, wants attention all the fucking time, and you just can't give it because you're like drained from work. You've got stress in everyday life. You know, you have to pay for everything, like $250,000 income. You tend to not be able to just give that to anybody, you know what I'm saying? And she doesn't seem like the kind of person that's going to act on it. This is the kind of person that would sit with a group of friends and bitch and complain and moan, and her friends would go, "Yas, queen, yeah, you should leave him. Oh, you need to leave him so right now." And then the friends get together and then they fucking like verbally abuse the guy in question, because they've only got half the fucking story, because the girl is never happy with anything. That's exactly what this is.
Oh my God. This girl better be really hot. Maybe you could say this is an investment, but what if she's fat? Dave, don't ever take on debt for any reason. Also, Dave, you don't want to take on $90,000 of someone else's debt. You should die alone. These damn boomers, man, they're genuinely the worst. Just take on $90,000 of her debt.
Yeah, just take on $90K. Why not, right?
If the roles were reversed, Dave would be calling the guy a bum. Absolutely. You are literally being paid for by a guy that's taking care of you, and all he wants you to do is get your own shit together. And you're calling into a TV show, "I'm situation." Like, if you're a guy, if this is what's going to happen, like, imagine like any other problem.
It blows my mind, bro. It's just insane. Oh, I've been wanting to cover this since yesterday, boys. The Democrats are crashing the fuck out now. They are losing their fucking minds.
Effective cheats with cancel culture, now redistricting cheats are being activated.
Look at that map, bro. That map is blood red. It is so dark, too. There are very few states that are light red. They are dark red. All of it.
Win, right? That's what I've always said.
Holy.
But, you know, like, I can say it again. And LA is worth saving. Oh, I've seen a lot of these guys.
LA is like halfway burnt down. I mean, we just waiting for the next fire to burn it completely to the ground.
Videos.
Spencer Pratt is I'm hoping that he wins, dude.
Really fucking funny. We'll get to that later on, because I will talk about him. Bro, Trump just released UFO files. I know, I'm gonna wait till people can pile in, because I just started, right? I just started the stream like 10 minutes ago, listening to the judgment of a child. Like, imagine listening to a 3-year-old say something, and then...
Well, yeah, I think the big turning point with a lot of this is not only the attempted assassinations on the president, the multiple attempted assassinations, the rhetoric online that's coming from a lot of the Democrats, a lot of the, I mean, the fact that you have videos circulating online of them going to the Republican side after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and the FBI investigating those people and then going to their friends because they said some violent rhetoric online, yet at the day after Kirk is killed, you've got people making videos advocating for the death of his family, for fuck's sake. And you have to get the internet involved instead of the FBI to get them banned off the platform, because a lot of the platforms are biasly manipulated because they're filled with a bunch of people that don't even know what the fuck they're talking about, running the show and banning people that don't deserve it, like Asmongold, Tech Tone, myself, and a couple others. I mean, this is going to continue to happen. The more that you try to oppress and try to bully people into a corner, the more the silent majority becomes the majority of, like, you know, even more so than what it is. Like, this is the reason why Trump won right here.
You as a parent,
like, look at it.
think
It's
to
fucking
yourself,
red, man. It's
wait,
not even light red. It's dark red all across the country.
Right. Think about that. Just for like 3 seconds.
Do they even have one state? No, they've got two, maybe some here. But most every other state only has blotches of blue. Like, that's crazy, bro. There's some toss-ups in there for sure, but...
Think about the fact that you listen to a 3-year-old and you, oh, you know, I never thought about it like that. Really? I mean, you gotta be fucking retarded. You gotta be an idiot to do that. Oh my God. They don't think? Yeah, no, they don't. And so, but you are a stegosaurus. Yeah, you are a triceratops. No, it's so ridiculous. And we should let them start voting. I mean, I don't see why not. Yeah, sure. So anyway, there's been, you all started it and we fucking.
That's right. They started it and we're finishing it. The issue is that it's going to be a divided issue, because when you've got a bunch of people on one side that are advocating for violence and getting paid to protest in the streets, then that's where a lot of the problems are going to come in, because no one wants to have a bunch of violent individuals in power. It's scary. It's a scary concept. I cannot believe that Hawaii is blue. I cannot believe Hawaii is blue.
Finished it.
I mean, I guess
There's
I can.
Another one. Oh boy. And oh wait a minute. 40 and this is the same. Wait, isn't that bitch that got that's getting arrested now?
You all started it, and we've finished it. A brazen abuse of power and an insult to democracy. 47% of VA vote Trump. They will not get just 9% of the seats. 52 of the VA votes voted Harris. Now they get 91% of the seats.
This is the same bitch that got arrested yesterday, right?
Is it? Senator Lewis. Wait.
So wait a minute. So this is how it started. And like you're doing these tweets about you started it and we fucking finished it. And now, you know, like, now you're making statements about why you got raided by the federal agents, and also the entire strategy.
Senator Lucas? Why did she get arrested? Hold on. Why did Senator Lucas get arrested? Damn. Federal authorities have been investigating Lucas for suspicion of corruption and illegal marijuana sales for years, beginning under... So the FBI have been investigating her for years, and they finally just did it. They finally just decided, nope, we're going to get her. That is insane.
That you had got deleted.
That's crazy.
That's funny. That's really funny.
They are straight up yeeting and deleting these people one at a time.
Yep, time to go back to the fucking, to the nursing home. Time to retire. You're done.
Oh, yeah, no, she's totally
How
cooked.
it started, how it's
if
going.
the FBI raided her home and they took all of her documents and shit, she's cooked. I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, we bake. We bake.
Ellen Page is playing Achilles in the Odyssey movie. Woke garbage, hard pass. I do think that any sort of, identity decisions around something like, for example, like Achilles is like a character, right? Yeah, later on.
There we go.
And, like, I'm not going to watch it. As I said, it's just weird, right? It's predicted the Virginia Supreme Court ruled in favor of Republicans and restored the 6-5 map. Blue wave canceled. Thank you, Virginia.
Yeah,
and restored
there it is.
Districting
Well, you know
update
what's
as
crazy is that, from what I understand, is that if Virginia had gotten what it wanted, it would have violated its own state constitution. From what I understand, if Virginia got the blue wave that it wanted in Virginia, it would have violated their own, like, the Virginia state constitution, from what I understand, from what I've heard.
Virginia Supreme Court ruled in favor of...
So, big surprise, the people that are saying, oh, well, you can't do this because it breaks the rules, are actively breaking the rules to get what they want. I mean,
Republicans and restored the
obviously.
6-5 map. Blue wave canceled. Thank you, Virginia. This is what they should do everywhere.
Yeah, they should.
They should totally, totally
take all of the power away from these people. These people want to let doctors tell you that your kids are going to be trans, and they'll do themselves in if you don't get them transitioned. They want to put, like, little boys in the girls' like fucking locker room and then make them dress out in front of them. Like these people need to go. I'm sorry, dude. Like I don't understand how back like whenever I was growing up, even having like a sex ed in school was just fucking awful. They took that shit out, but somehow they've allowed this trans nonsense to enter the school systems. Like, these are children, these are kids, these are babies for the most part. A baby doesn't know what the fuck it is. It's a baby. You can't convince me that a 3-year-old knows what gender it is when it hasn't even hit puberty and even knows what puberty is. Just no.
Completely rig it. It's a rumor, by the way, not even confirmed.
Fuck these people.
I've already acknowledged that. It's
you ain't
true.
got you. There, I'm sure there's Republicans that think the same thing, and we gotta get them bitches out too.
So the fact is anchored in your mind, is in my mind. So your fact correction, your fact check, is going into the garbage. It's true now. That's the way it is. Yeah, your fact check, nobody cares about it. It's already true. Like, sorry, you should have got there first. You should have known that I would be told that and then tell me the correction before I saw it in the first place. Yeah, it's not going to happen, guys. We're mad.
Yeah, because, like, look at what they were doing to even, Virginia. This is what Virginia would have looked like. Like, they were trying to cut it up into a bunch of parcels so that way it would look blue. Like,
manifesting. And anyway, so redistricting ruled unconstitutional. Oh boy, here we go.
Home, how little Democrats who ran as moderates care about your opinion if it doesn't involve keeping them in power. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. They never cared about the American people's opinion. That's why they were importing a bunch of fucking illegals. I mean, let's be honest here. They were going to do anything they could to stay in power.
What changed?
But somehow Trump is the dictator somehow. Don't you just love to hear that, guys? Big surprise that the people that are talking about Trump being a dictator, they're just trying to, there's a word for it.
Fairness. You tell me a single reason why Republicans shouldn't do...
Look at the little... Look at him do it like, oh my God, guys. Y'all were really, like, you really trying to, I mean, there's
projecting.
There's like
they're just trying to project.
In this one place.
They were just trying to project, that's all.
This is what changed in the middle of the night for fairness. You tell me a single reason why Republicans shouldn't do...
Look at the little...
How the fuck?
Look at him do it like, oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. What the fuck? So this is what they tried to change it to? That's crazy. So they were trying to cut up this here to make it more blue and make it a deep blue as well and a light. That's crazy, bro. Look at that.
Y'all was one place? We trying to, I mean, there's like 5 zones in this one place. Like, I don't know about this. This seems like you're trying to play some games, man. It really does. Seems like you're trying to play a little bit of games. But I don't know what this is. Honestly, I think the whole cast is
I think this redistricting bullshit needs to be completely scrapped. They should just cut it down to 50 senators. There's no reason to have this many I don't understand why this would even need to be a thing. I mean, even if you wanted to do districts, what you can do is take it by the square mile of the state's like length and width, and then you can get like the overall like estimation of the entire, was it like the circumference or whatever, or some shit like that. And then you can go based on the circumference, or not the circumference, but the area of the entire thing. And then you can do a specific number based on how many how big the area is. You can district it like that maybe, but just going in and trying to like break everything up like this is just nonsense. It's gobbledygook. Oh, W20 is fucking gobbledygook, man. Like, what is this shit? You should look into the new AI controls being placed in all autos. Upset car won't work. Cars are collecting your biometrics and will disable the ignition and call police if you have a warrant. I think that's kind of a cool thing. What? Really? That's kind of cool, dude. I like that. That's really badass, actually. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me pull that. Let me get that little article up for about that. Let me get it. See, looking at AI being placed in cars to scan biometrics and disable the ignition if you've got a warrant for your arrest. Legislation passed in the legislation passed in the U.S. requires new cars to be equipped with AI-driven monitoring technology to prevent impaired driving, but its application for checking active warrants is a continuous area of development, technology, privacy law, and political debate. While the primary focus is on drunk driving, critics warn the mandatory infrastructure could enable broader surveillance. I hate to break it to you, but when you're on a public roadway, you have no right to privacy. I'm sorry. There have been too many police officers and people that have been struck by cars from fleeing people that were trying to escape the police and using them as deadly weapons, that I think that this is long overdue to happen. I'm sorry, guys. I agree with the government doing that. Like, there's been too many people getting away with violent, heinous crimes in states that, have defunded the police, and it's long overdue for this to happen. Like, whenever I worked as a fireman, most of my calls that I got were of people that were hit and run. Like, there's someone that got hit by a car, and they just sped off, and it's awful. Like, you don't really let that sink in until you're holding somebody's head together on the pavement at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, it's not a fun sight. It's not fun at all. Like, it's awful. It's horrible. And a lot of them were even homeless, and they had nobody. And, so it's no. I kind of agree with it, honestly. If you get behind the wheel and you're intoxicated or you've got a warrant, you don't need to be driving anyway, because the thing is that how many times do you have to take away someone's driver's license to prevent them from driving, even though they're still going to drive? Like, how many body cam videos have we gone through where they had a suspended license or they didn't have a license and they stole a car? Just imagine if we had nothing but AI cars that wouldn't start if you had a warrant, and somebody tried to carjack somebody else and it wouldn't start, so they got arrested because the car wouldn't start because it biometrically scanned them and it wouldn't go through. I think that's a great thing. I do. I genuinely do. Most time people are committing a violent crime, it's because they've well, like not a violent crime, but like a theft, like if they're doing a robbery or they're trying to flee police, they've got something in the car. Like, I think that there should be a way to scan for drugs in the car too. Honestly, like, I'm sorry, but I just don't see a world where this isn't going to be a reality. I mean, there's a good chance that even in the next 20 years, it's going to be illegal to drive cars, period, because it's all going to be automated. So, at the end of the day, you know?
Plays?
But
Yeah,
W20
maybe. It's
gifted,
so fucking
W20
bad,
gifted.
maybe. And, bro, that's exactly what Tennessee did, dude. Nah, man, I don't think so. I think this is really what they're doing.
You think I'm going too far? I don't know.
Vietnam border with Leia?
I do think, here's my opinion. I do think that if they're going to implement biometrics into cars, they should be half the price. That's my honest opinion. Like, if you're not going to be have any expectation of privacy in your car, they should be automatically, you shouldn't have to worry about car insurance, you shouldn't have to worry about inspection, and you shouldn't have to worry about the cost of the car being the full, like, let's say it's a $30,000 car, it should be like maybe 15 or maybe like 16 or 17,000 as opposed to the full amount. Because, like, you take away a lot of your autonomy whenever you have, like, stuff like that in the car. So, based on that, you know.
Oh, where it goes all the way to, yeah, you're right. And your friend gets a Gimp slice of pizza. Everyone gets a taste of the dirty city with those districts. Exactly. So, basically, they're redistricting it so they
Like,
can...
I feel like it's more of an incentive, right? So, like, it's an incentive to get a car that has those functions in it. So it will incentivize people to get a car like that. Just like how it was with the Teslas. You used to get like a good tax break if you owned a Tesla. So that way it would incentivize people that wanted, like, for me, I would get a car like that because I don't do anything. I'm not a bad person. I don't have anything to hide. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I can't drink. So, like, for me, especially given my condition, my like poor as fuck condition, that would be a good incentive for me to get that car. I would get a car like that, 100%. It makes it to where people that do good and stay out of trouble and don't want to commit trouble are rewarded for staying out of trouble with a incentive program that allows you to get a car that has those kind of biometrics. And here's another incentive for it. Let's say somebody's on the run and they're trying to get in your car and it takes time for it to scan your biometrics. Well, carjacker just got and you don't have to worry about your car getting damaged all that much, you know? So, like, it's a win-win.
They can weight it more heavily for the
I don't think it should be
Republicans, or, sorry, for
forced.
the Democrats.
I want to make this very clear. I don't think it should be forced, but I think that they should have incentives for getting a car like that. There should be.
And so this is the reason. So can you guys believe that this map got overruled and they're not able to do it? That's
Tried brain dead 30 IQ takes. Apply to the same reasoning to firearms. Communist. I won't be back, Wade. You're a joke. Well, here, I'll make sure that you don't come back. At least chat will. Damn, chat's hungry today, man. We got some ravenous little fuckers in chat today. There you go. If I was you, I would just click off the stream now, because by the time you click off and click back on, you're probably going to be gone anyway. How's it going, Beach Boy? Yeah, keep talking. No one's listening. I hate to break it to anybody that thinks that that's an L take. At the end of the day, the government's going to do what the government wants to do. And you know what you're going to be able to do about it? Not a damn thing. You know why? Because they got the bigger sticks. That's why. They got the better guns. They got the automatic guns. They got the bigger magazines. They got the tanks, the jets, the fucking drones, and the alien lasers. Whether you like it or not, if the United States government wants to do a lockdown tomorrow, guess what your asses are going to be doing? You're going to be in lockdown. And if you don't believe me, think of COVID. You were mad, but you were still in lockdown. In poll. I'd use it for channel C, loser. Yo, W, I'll say this. We have drunk driver disabling it. It should work that way, yes. Warrants on no stolen cars, yes. Emergency situation, no. No incentives are available at this time, and all applications against the driver can be used. You see, like, I think that it's a good idea. I do. W20, by the way, I think that having this system in place is a good idea, but they should incentivize it. They should. They absolutely should incentivize this. Because this, as a hardworking American citizen that stays, goes out of their way, not really, just stays out of trouble, I would get a car like this, especially if it's incentivized. Like, I would. I just would. And then, like, think about, like, if you got a car like this, the government can make it to where you save a percentage on your annual or your yearly your annual insurance as well. You know what I'm saying? Like there is no bad that can really come of this. Like, if the government wants you dead, they're just gonna find you and kill you, man. Like, let's be honest here. They don't need a fucking reason. They'll just kill you. Like, taking over your car, that's not a reason for, like, what is the government taking over your car gonna solve? I'm sorry, it's not gonna solve shit. If the government wants you to disappear, guess what, buddy? You gone. There ain't gonna be no nothing. Any piece of media that comes out, the government, the FBI, the CIA are gonna go look into that piece of social media, and they're gonna completely censor it, and then they're gonna find you and warn you. If the government wants your ass gone, brother, you gone. That's just how it is. I don't know where, like, you worried about biometrics? You worried about them knowing your location? What are you using right now to clickety-clack away on? Your cell phone. That's why it blew my mind when people were like, they're using chips in the shots, man. The shots have chips in them. They can track us. Bitch, you got a phone. Your phone has a location on it. What do you mean? They can do all that shit in your phone. You know what you should be worried about? China tracking your ass. You know why? Where are all the phones from? Holy shit. Put two and two together, folks. God damn.
Bad. And it is what Tennessee did. Well, here's my outlook.
Bro, if the government wants your ass gone, guess what? You about to disappear. That's how it works. They don't need a reason. They don't need to look in your car. Come on.
Okay, you've got to understand that you have to have some standards. Here's the standard. It's good when we do it. It's bad when they do it. Look how ridiculous they are doing this. Look at this. This is crazy. These people are out of their mind. Look, it's literally just a scam. Like, that's it. Oh, shit, my bad. Yeah, what were you thinking, bro? Like, you really thought this was a fair? Nah, fuck that. Like, we're going to carve this shit up the best you can. Louisiana had a blue strip run down the entire state. Yeah, that's what it should be. And show the corruption African guy.
And you know what? It will. I'm sure it's going to be messy. It's going to be problematic. But here's the thing. So was Tesla's self-driving. Tesla's self-driving was messy, garbage, like it was trash. But you remember one thing. AI is the worst it's ever going to be. Self-driving is the worst it's ever going to be right now. It will improve. It will get better. And then it will be mandated. Just like online ID. Just like global online ID. It will most likely happen. Like, it is what it is. But the thing is that you think that the government needs a reason to monitor you. They're already monitoring you. If they wanted to monitor you, if they wanted to make you disappear, they would. It's no different than you thinking that using a incognito browser and a VPN will hide you from them being able to figure out what you're watching. No, dude, it doesn't. they can still figure out what you're watching. If they can look through your camera on your laptop while it's just sitting there in sleep mode or turned off, they can do what they want. They're just not telling you they're doing it. That's all. And you think you have this, oh, well, you know, privacy and whatnot. If the government cares about you, they're looking at you. I'm sorry. There's not going to really be anything you can do about it either. That's just the truth. I'm not saying what y'all want to hear. I'm saying what was most likely happening and what y'all need to hear. And that is, you really don't have any anonymity whatsoever in your life. If the government wants to peer inside of your house and look at what you're doing, they're gonna do it. That's just how it is.
I don't know if I can find it. It's too far away. And what's the place of the lines? I have no idea. But anyway, so referendum was declared unconstitutional and blocked by a circuit judge.
That technology's been around for probably a decade now. It has nothing to do with Donald Trump. That technology has been around for a while. They even said that iPhones were around probably a decade in the military prior to them releasing it to the public. So, like, no, don't even get that.
Virginia should just do it anyway, and this is what they think. Virginia should do it anyway. The law doesn't matter anymore. Republicans made sure of that, and unlike Republicans, Democrats have overwhelmed majority support for their map. Overwhelmed majority.
Look at that.
Majority, okay. That makes a lot of sense. So, let me see if I can pull
How does this map even make sense? Because, like, if they didn't break this up into parcels, then this red would go all the way down here.
Majority, okay. That makes a lot of sense. So, let me see if I can pull this up.
I love that the mentality is them calling Trump racist, but, like, isn't it racist to want to leave a district blue because there's black people in it? Because that's effectively what they were trying to do. They were trying to segregate the black districts by themselves. But isn't that in itself racist? That's segregation. That's straight up segregation. Like, what?
I had to actually think about how to spell that word. I didn't know how. Okay.
But they were trying to call Trump racist for not keeping the black districts.
There it is.
Like, what?
And so it's a 10-1 map. Exactly. Search corruption African guy. I don't know what that is. So on Reddit, he means, yes, exactly. Land doesn't vote.
Damn, look at that. Look at the difference. Holy shit, guys. Man, they're trying to do everything they can to win that next election, huh?
Again, it doesn't matter whether it's land doesn't vote or anything else. Whatever it is, whatever you can do, whatever lever you can possibly pull, you should be pulling it.
That's right. It's not racist if the Democrats do it. That's right.
Fast as you can.
By the way, if you're all new here, please sub to the channel, hit like on the stream, helps out with them views. Check out that channel membership. W don't knows, by the way, y'all are awesome. I'm here every single day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. I have to say it because I haven't said it at all this morning.
Absolutely,
so.
what should be happening.
I should say it. We also have a Discord. I go live on everything else as well. Twitch, Kick, everything. I go live on everything else. Rumble, X. Go to the channel description. Go to the YouTube channel page. You can check the description. There are links for everything there, including Discord. So.
The Florida Republicans is F around and find out.
That's right.
If they go down the road of a DeSantis dummy-mander, the Florida Republicans are going to find
But that's what you tried to do.
In the same situation as Texas Republicans, who are on the run.
I love Texas. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Last time I checked, whenever the Republicans here, wasn't it in Texas? They had to answer for something. The Democrats all fucking fled. The fuck?
Right now.
Yo, W20. W20. Hold on, let me get that. Let me get that. To evade detection by the U.S. government, you need technical skills and specialized tools. Though it is achievable, it's extremely challenging and may not be worthwhile unless you have something to hide. Exactly. Like, if you don't have anything to hide, just stop it. Just stop, guys. Yo, W Infidel. How's it going, Infidel? Wherever roaming. Have you checked the progress on the Epic City project, which changed names and it never stopped? What is that? Epic City Project? Epic City Project. W Red Raven, by the way, for the 20 gifted. Now rebranded as it's now rebranded as the Meadow City, as the Meadow, is a controversial 400-acre master planned residential development near Joseph in North Texas, initiated by individuals affiliated with the East Plano Islamic Center, EPIC. Keys to up-to-date location, sited acres of land, vision designed as a Muslim-centric community intended to feature over 1,000 residential units, a mosaic, a K-12 faith-based school, retail, commercial space, and elderly housing. It's just another example of a bunch of people that want to come to America and literally take it over. Like, it's insane to me that this is happening. It really is.
Florida Republicans is F around and find out.
Well, I guess we're finding out now, aren't we? I guess we're finding out. Wow, that's too bad. Age like milk. That's embarrassing, bro. Like,
age like milk.
He's so cool. Yeah, he's such a cool guy. It was only struck down by the Supreme Court because it didn't follow the required procedural steps. Yep, and that's what matters. And you got to do it the right way, and they didn't. So finding out all this.
Yeah, they literally fled.
Texas. I know, it's so fucking funny to see this. And
look at the difference between that map, man. That is crazy. Those bastards really thought they were going to get away with that, huh?
And restored. This is what they tried to do. You can see this, like, guys. Nope. Not going to happen. And oh, no. Okay. Well, anyway, deemed unconstitutional. That is amazing. I'm very happy about
Even CNN admits that the far-left gerrymandering in Virginia is insane. They've created 5 separate districts that basically pinwheeled out into conservative, more rural areas. Thankfully, the VA state Supreme Court struck down the Democrats' map that would have left only one GOP.
Just take a look at how this
map
is structured. What they do is they've taken the heavily Democratic areas in the northern area of Virginia, and they created 5 separate districts that basically pinwheel out to go out into conservative, more rural areas, including where we are right now in the proposed 7th congressional district. It's actually interesting. We're kind of like smack dab in the middle of the district, and if you go in one direction, there's another district about a mile and a half away. In the other direction, there's another district about 2 miles away, really highlighting the shifts that are
I'm not even gonna lie, whenever I saw the map for this, I was like, dude, them Democrats must be flipping the fuck out right now. Like, if I was a Democrat, bro, I would be thinking the world is ending with how red that map was.
Yeah, it's obviously that's what they were trying to do, man.
I saw that map and I immediately thought, I was like, you know what? I don't think Americans like being colonized. Huh. Who'd have thought?
Washington hang on transplants.
I said
guess
that
so.
in Discord,
She's giving
too.
Away the game. Bless us in Florida with your influence. No, I think they should do this as much as they possibly can. I think it is hilarious to see it happen, but it's
thin. Republicans have won the redistricting war. The Virginia Supreme Court in a razor thin.
They haven't. They haven't. Because there are so many other ways that you can disenfranchise them.
There's so much red, bro. And they're all it's such a deep red. Like, these are straight up Republican states now. Holy shit. Dude, this is brutal for them.
There are so many states that you can redraw the maps in, so many ways that you can take away even more votes. I really hope Republicans don't think to themselves, oh, well, now we have a slight majority.
And if you think it's bad, the Democrats would have done the exact same thing and then put, like, foreign churches in your community, blaring religious prayer from a foreign country into your out of a megaphone at 3 a.m. in your community, and you would have had to deal with it while your child is being constantly harassed about going to the nurse in school and being told that they're trans, and then getting marched out in the middle of the streets to get lost by a teacher that shouldn't even be a teacher. Remember that, guys. They would have done the same thing to us. in a heartbeat. Actually, they'd probably kill us if I'm being completely honest. I mean, they advocate for death and violence constantly. So
I guess let's just let's claim victory. No. You can claim victory when every single one of them is out of office. Then you can think maybe now you can relax. Until then, you better get to fucking work. That's what I think.
4-3 decision just struck down that sneaky Democrat naked power grab. Remember that Virginia Democrat?
Now you're winning.
Spanberger Obama amendment gone. Toast. Invalidated on procedural grounds because the Democrats couldn't even follow their own rules while trying to ram this through for amending the Constitution. This was not an innocent tweak. This was Democrats trying to steal 4, maybe even more House seats in Virginia.
That's exactly right. We got to steal it from
you realize they were trying to gerrymander every single state to get more votes, and then they were trying to mass import their own group of voter base and keep them under their thumb with the financial systems that were paying for everything that they were getting. Like, they were trying, they still are. I mean, they still are. You know, they're trying to colonize America. I mean, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get us, man. Trying to get us, man.
First. Can't let that happen. Can't let it go down. Absolutely not.
We've got some more breaking news. This just handed down moments ago from the Virginia State Supreme Court ruling the process to redraw that state's congressional maps is unconstitutional. They had a referendum on this statewide. Shannon Bream is here to join Instant Reaction. Shannon, welcome to our
that's a bad one.
To you.
That's a real bad one.
Remember, guys, these are the same people that were screaming and screaming, calling Trump a fucking racist and a fascist and a dictator. And man, it's crazy how whenever you start peeling back the layers of bullshit, you start looking behind that curtain, you start seeing the reason why, man.
Just come to mind. Barack Obama was out.
What do Democrats always fail like Looney Tunes villains?
Because they are. That's why. They are. What they're doing is so fucking stupid. And I'm so happy that it's stupid, because if these guys ever actually grew a brain on top of their brainstem, we might actually be in trouble. Seriously.
The reason why they fail like Looney Tunes villains is because they have the bravado to behave like Looney Tunes villains. They think that, well, we're gonna get together and we're gonna do whatever we want. And then somehow it gets stopped and they're like, oh my God, I thought we had a constitution.
They're campaigning.
That's the reason why.
The Constitution only works for them whenever they cherry pick out what they want and use it to their advantage. That's the only time they really care about the Constitution.
We're into this issue and we'll get out.
They want to preach to you about the Constitution while they allowed for 4 years mass illegal influx of immigrants illegally into the country. Like, they want you to follow the rules for that while they actively break the rules. I'm sorry, that's not how it works.
Passed, but not by a lot, but it did pass.
That's all, folks.
And it would have effectively, Democrats believe, made it 10-1 Democrats to Republicans.
Man.
I think the current figuration is 6-5.
Oh, great. So now it's more accurately represented the way it should be. Big surprise. That's how it looks.
So this is thrown out. Is that the end of the line?
Probably not.
No, I doubt it. They're going to keep trying. They're going to keep trying. They're going to come up with another thing. They're going to try and follow the guidelines a little bit more this time. And then it'll probably get passed, but it's not going to be in a way that they want. I guarantee you.
It sounds like it, because this was an issue of the Virginia Constitution. It was a state law issue. And critics of this referendum have said from the beginning that Democrats were on thin ice because...
Well, how much y'all want to make a bet they're going to get rid of that? How much do y'all want to make a bet that Virginia, they're going to get rid of whatever the state constitution or law was that prevented this from going through? And then they're going to immediately try it again.
Critics of this referendum have said from the beginning that Democrats were on thin ice because they did not follow procedures as outlined by state law.
Let's go, Ramboni.
And what the court ended up saying here is that violation irreparably undermined the integrity of the entire voting referendum.
It's a great day, Beastie
null
Boy.
And void. And for that reason, they say the congressional district maps issued by the court in 2021, the old maps are the ones that they've got to use for the upcoming congressional election. Now, This was a state matter. Virginia's Supreme Court, the highest court in that state, it's a Commonwealth, they'll remind you, made this decision. Now, it's not out of the realm of possibility that challengers to this decision would try to find some federal hook for it to try to get to the Supreme
they're going to
Court
keep
to say
trying.
that there is some
They're not.
Absolutely. Like, they're not going to give up on that. Virginia's.
West constitutional
They just
violation
lost this one.
in the way
That's
that
all.
this ruling was made. It's a very tough ask, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Right, I guess the rigging is coming to an end, and their AstroTurf protests are finally caving in on itself.
I think that really, like, they're going to try and do it again. Of
Oh,
course
yeah.
they will.
Absolutely.
But they'll try to do it again and again and again and again. You just got to be ready for it. That's the way it is. Like, because that's in their best. Duh. I mean, if I was them, that's what I would do.
Red Discord, I mean, maybe.
Covered reform winning, though. Yeah, Republicans doing the same thing. Exactly. Which is why you should do it more. And so, anyway, yes, I'm very glad to see this. And you've got them, obviously, they are crashing out on another level, totally having meltdowns about this.
Of course they would. I mean, they absolutely would. They'd be going crazy because of that. I mean, if I was a Democrat, I'd be losing my fucking mind. But it's a good thing I'm not.
I can look at a few posts about it, but it's really, really funny for me to look at. They're not taking this well.
Good.
Okay, but we've learned that laws don't really matter anymore. The governor should just act and sign the new seats into law, just like Texas and Florida. Fuck it. So this is it. Whenever you don't get what you want, you just do.
That's right. That's right.
Do whatever you want anyway. And so that's it. There it is. And so keep this in mind. This is their attitude on things.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I say, like, yeah, you should do whatever you can possibly do. Like, whenever they say, oh, well, you have to follow the rules, you don't want to follow the rules. You don't even want to follow the rules. So, no, I don't want to hear
they
about
break the rules in order to make sure that they're like, I think that the Republicans are finally kind of sort of opening their eyes to everything that's going on. The people that are actually like Americans and patriots are finally opening their eyes and realizing that if you keep playing a game that's rigged for you to fail, you're just going to lose that game. You have to, at some point, cheat a little bit just to make sure that it's even on the playing field, you know?
Great the rules are. The rules are only good whenever you're the ones controlling them.
Exactly.
That's really what's going on. So I think it's very funny, literally throwing a tantrum. Yeah, it's just
no. That's exactly what they're doing.
And to be fair, it sounds like us. I know. That's why I don't want to hear them patronizing. It's Jover, guys. Pack it up. Republicans win control of the government forever. We tried and we lost. The bad guys always win in the end.
What a joke. What an idiot.
The bad guys. Okay, all right. So we've got a Marvel movie enjoyer. Isn't that
Clearly.
nice? Wow, how cute. So you're not wrong? Yep, I guess so. I guess you lost. Too bad, huh? Damn right. I guess
Cry about it.
And you
Cry
mean
about
the
it,
good
losers.
guys? Yes, definitely. And it's really, really funny for me to look at this, but I'll see if there's any more of it too. Defining images of the new civil rights era. This is just really, like, I mean, what is going on, bro?
What
like,
the fuck is that? Why is this whale on land? What has happened with nature? Why is there a whale on this desk? I do not understand. Black people... Dude, what the fuck? What's wrong with these people?
More of it too. Defining images of the new civil rights era. This is just really, like, I mean, what is
Y'all do realize that having, like, black sections in this is segregation, right? It's literally a form of segregation. Having black districts is a form of fucking segregation. What are you talking about? Like, what is this dog shit? Are these people stupid?
Really, like, I mean, what is...
They even openly said that it was for black districts.
Is going on, bro? Like, this is the new... The thing is that, like, during, like, BLM, I feel like this would have been seen as, like, powerful and brave, but, like, now all you see is...
Well, the issue is that I feel like a lot of these people are trying to use the BLM stuff as a way to be like, oh, I'm like Rosa Parks or da-da-da-da-da, or, you know, like Malcolm X or Martin Luther King or some bullshit, but it's like, you do realize that you're advocating for segregation, right? You want to make black districts. That doesn't seem very fair and equal to everybody. That seems kind of like segregation. And it's funny because the Democrats, ever since Trump has gotten into power and after the Minneapolis stuff, they've tried AstroTurf protests. They've tried, with the murders of Alex Peretti and Renee Good. They tried just twisting that in a way that made it seem like less than what it was. One of them was going to go down in history as a fucking domestic terrorist, for fuck's sake. Like, I don't think they realize how much damage they're doing to their cause, because more and more people are opening their eyes because they get scared of these crazy activists, and then they start peering into the veil of the other side, and then they're coming to this realization, wait a minute, my brain works. This doesn't seem very good for America. And then they're switching. And that's what's going on now. That's what's going on. They're looking at everything and then they're realizing, oh shit. And you know what the best part is that they're not going from the right to the left. They're going from the left to the right. So that means they already have a basic idea of what the left has. So they peer on the other side and they're like, wait a minute, this place is a paradise. Wait, hold on a second.
That bitch standing on her desk. And you're like, get down. That's disgusting. What the fuck's wrong with you? Like, that's it. And this is, by the way, this is the way most people feel about this. Like, it's not like I have some kind of unique opinion. This is like, this is straight up third world behavior. Like, no.
No. Don't put that on no third world, man. Don't do that. Nope. This is entitlement at its finest. This is an American problem, brother. Do not throw that on. Do not sully the reputation of a third world country by putting this slop on them. Do not.
Standing on the desk and yelling whenever they don't get what they want. It's ridiculous. Like, this is supposed to be a first world country where people behave. But for some reason, they're not able to do that. How'd she get up there? I don't know. I mean, she's got her Nikes on. So, it seems pretty easy. Even we don't do that here, bro. Wait, so there's a guy in a third world country. He's like, no, brother. Not even we do this.
Yes.
Well, honestly, a lot of you guys don't let women in there in the first place, so maybe we should be taking some notes. But yeah, I know, I get it, guys. I understand. So it's animalistic. I know, it's ridiculous, man. She looks like she busted a can of biscuits. She looks like a busted can of biscuits. Oh my god. Oh, dude, no. Anyway, yeah, this was really, I mean, like, who said this, by the way? Who said black people were apes? Like, wait, what? What the hell are you
My favorite thing is whenever they tried to say that we can't have voter ID because it would disenfranchise black people or like keep them from being able to vote. And it's like, what? Like, that's got to be the most racist thing I've ever fucking heard. So you could require alcohol in the purchase of cigarettes with an ID, but you can't do it for voting? Hello? What?
Talking about, man? Like, what do you mean? It's crazy. Who would even bring this up? Yeah. And like, nobody was saying that. Like, it's just weird that your mind went to that.
It's so funny to me that they're still trying to use this whole racial mental gymnastic bullshit that isn't working. It's not working. Try something else. You guys threw around the fascist term, you threw around the Nazi term, you threw around the Gestapo term, you threw around the dictator thing. It's not working anymore. America has woken up. I'm sorry. It's not working. Give it up.
Direction. So just in the past 2 weeks, and you see right here, this is what's happened. +5 Republican, +1, +4, +4, and +15 to 20. Total.
Damn.
Oh my god. -12 equals plus.
Bro. Damn. Look at that. Even Louisiana, dude. That is insanity.
Oh my god. I think they need to keep doing it, man. They
Oh
do.
yeah, absolutely.
And then, so the next step, obviously, so this is what they need to do after this. They need to reframe the way the census is done.
I love that they tried to blame Trump for that too, but like their own court denied it.
And then they need to make it to where the census only counts actual citizens and not residents, not refugees, not migrants, not illegal aliens, but only fucking citizens. And when that happens, it's going to be even worse.
I can't wait to see what the hell these people are going to blame when Trump's no longer in office and they can't cry and bitch and complain about the Epstein files anymore. I cannot wait to see what their go-to is going to be. Genuinely. I'm so curious to know what they're going to blame after this, you know? Like, what is going to be the next thing?
For them. It's going to be way worse. So, give a system to UK. So then, like, I'm talking about, like, complete disenfranchisement. I'm talking about, like, the power of the Green Party, the Libertarian Party. That's what they need to be reduced to. Isn't that how it's supposed to be? Well, yeah, it should be, but for some reason it's not.
Oh,
So
W10 Jules, Red Raven,
Well,
W10 Jules.
I get the residents. I want to take that out. I don't think somebody who's not a citizen should be counted in a census. It's fucking retarded.
I feel like if you're doing a census, you should be forced to put down like if you're doing a census, you should have to take down IDs and valid, make sure they're valid. There's no reason why we should be counting illegals in that census. Like straight up, there's no reason for it.
It's stupid. So what is the like? I want you to understand. I'm gonna pull you up. Actually, I'm gonna get you pulled up. Give me a minute. Let me see if I can find this guy. They'll never win again. That's the goal. That's the goal. And yeah, you try and do that. Actually, only male citizens. Oh, you forgot white, obviously. Yeah, I mean, like, while we're at it, right? Of course. And just can only be voted in by citizens.
Yeah.
Is there any logic to that? Does anybody see the problem there? Does anybody see, like, oh, wow, this doesn't really make a lot of fucking sense?
Yeah, I don't understand how you're able, like, Minneapolis is a good example how they were mass importing those illegals into the state, and they did like a 5-to-1 vouch system where if one person shows up at the voter place, they can vouch for up to 5 people and put a vote in for them. And it's like a trust system. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what is that? Are you kidding me?
No, it's retarded.
No,
Like,
absolutely not.
Why would you count people in an accounting process that aren't relevant to the actual decision? It doesn't make any sense. Stupid. And I'll tell you the reason why. It's because they think it'll be beneficial. That's the reason why. Not a citizen, not a resident? Yeah, sure. That's how many illegals there are? You just assume that's been going around recently?
The only thing hidden from history about any of this is history teachers hiding from their students that the executed individuals nearly always, I mean, I don't know about that, deserved it. This guy was found guilty of killing a gas station employee in cold blood, shooting him 4 times to make sure he was dead. Holy shit.
Is that so this is a bunch of white guys that have gotten around to hang a black guy, which means that the reason why he's being hung is because they're racist and they hate black people. Well, the odds are that's probably also true. But the real reason is because apparently he was found guilty of killing a gas station. So this is, again, they hit it from a textbook for a reason.
That is crazy.
Well known for being extremely conservative. Yes. Agreement on how Census Day is done, not the census itself. Gathering census for all residents is vital, but we presentation purposes.
Can we maybe get off this picture? Thank you.
For everybody's call, because I feel like it was.
I'd much rather not have that picture on the screen constantly, yeah? Can we not do that? British left. Dude, even Britain, bro. Even Britain is on the verge of the same thing we are. Look at this.
Oh my God. Is that really, was that Restore? Is this Restore Britain? Like, because it's a different name. Like, I just don't know that.
Great Yarmouth First Party.
So this was like
that's insane.
A blowout.
Look at that, guys. That's Restore Britain. That's Restore Britain. Look at it. Look at how well they're doing now.
Like, we're not talking about, like, just... God damn.
That's Rupert Lowe. He's also fighting for heavy deportation.
Wow.
The atmosphere is shifting on an immeasurable, like, at an immeasurable scale, dude. It is insane.
That's a oh my God. So near 50, that's I mean, out of 6 parties too. Think about that, right? Is I think about, like, you're playing Hungry Hungry Hippos and you have half the balls. That's a lot of balls.
Damn.
Oh my God. It's botting? Yeah, is that it? Active shooter? What is this here? Active shooter in Lakeland, Ohio. Reformed 7 out of 7 local elections. Holy fuck, bro. Like, Great Yarmouth, first local banner of Rupert Lowe's Restore Britain movement sweeps
all 10 seats. It didn't just sweep a portion or a percent. It got all 10 of the seats. All of them. I don't know what that means, but that sounds important.
Sweeps all 10 states.
Holy shit.
Oh,
baby, we're back, boys. We are back. Yes, sir. Complete invasion of Norfolk with Great Yarmouth is... Damn, bro.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. That's... Yeah, just totally blew him the fuck out. Yeah. And also...
I said this months ago, I said, anybody right now, anywhere in the world that has a problem with mass importation of illegals or immigrants into their community that are being systematic, like that the immigrants or the illegals are killing their normal, like, citizens and stuff, if they run on mass deportations, they will almost 100% be guaranteed a victory in that election.
By a huge margin. Like, they didn't just edge it in. They just made it happen in a big way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all 10 swing states. So I've heard that before.
That's crazy.
And so there's a shooter here. I don't think this is really a big deal. It's just like, it's another shooter, fucking retard idiot. Besides that, I mean, and that's the thing is, like, so having something like this happen is, like, such a big deal. And here,
it was the same thing that happened to Japan as well. That's why that lady had won in Japan. It's because of her mass deportation policies that she made as well. Same thing that happened in America. Like, I don't know what the hell they were thinking was going to happen.
Deal is because, and this is my outlook on this, is that the moment that one domino falls, all the rest...
They're all standing up. Countries across the world are standing up against this. And it's a problem. It is a problem. It's a massive problem. It's destabilizing the countries. Like, it's obviously a problem.
Of them will fall. As soon as you have one country that says, we're tired of this shit, we're not going to deal with it anymore, and then a country, like, it's kind of like El Salvador. Like, El Salvador in the Latin America, like, he just basically said, fuck this. Fuck this shit.
He did what I want the United States government to do. I want the United States government to do the exact same thing that what was it? It was
like, it's kind of like El Salvador.
El Salvador. I want America to do the same thing El Salvador did. I want them to lock down the entire country. I want them to mobilize the National Guard and the ICE agents and the military, and I want them to go door to door, and I want them to search every home, every location, every business, every single thing in this state, every single thing in this country. Deport all the illegals if they're repeat offenders that keep getting back into the country. Buy Little St. James Island, make it a supermax facility, and throw their ass in Little St. James, or make a deal with El Salvador to throw them over there in El Salvador. And get every single illegal and every single criminal and gang member and get them the fuck out of the country. Put them in jail, get the illegals out of here, like, get this done. We would be, I think that if we did that, we'd be done in maybe a year's top. A year Tops. Straight up.
Like El Salvador in the Latin America, he just basically said, fuck this. Fuck this shit. Like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Like, just go get them all. Just go get them all. Put them over there. I'm tired of this.
Yeah, I want my country back, bro. I'm tired of this shit.
So that's it. It's easy. It's simple. So we were the first domino, right? Yeah, exactly. And so then as soon as that happened, like, you got people in Colombia asking for this. You got people in Venezuela asking for this. You get people in Guatemala asking for this. And you got people in Mexico that are rioting, right? And so as soon as it starts, then it starts going.
Well, that's kind of what already happened. That's the thing is, like, Trump started this domino effect. And that's why so many people hate him, is because Trump won on such a majority whenever he was running with his immigration policies, whenever he got his second term, every country in the world's eyes were on it. Everybody.
Think of the innocent criminals? Yeah.
Yeah, the innocent criminals, guys. Not the innocent criminals. Oh, God.
It's too bad. We're still a decade away from someone like Restore winning, unfortunately. Good. It's better to start that decade countdown today than next year. Don't you think? That's my outlook on it. You're not going to win. Listen, winning looks a lot like losing until you...
I don't understand where this big thing is with the corporations. You do realize that if you get rid of the corporations, you're not going to be able to get food, right? Who's going to manufacture and sell the food? Has anyone given any actual thought to this? I certainly hope you like having your TV and your internet and your cell phones, because, like, you know what's going to happen with all these corporations? They're just going to move to a different country, and they're going to continue to... They'll either cut off America completely, or they're just going to move to a different country, and then we're not going to get those products anymore. We won't get cars anymore. We won't get... Well, like, I don't understand that mentality. That's the most childish mentality I've ever seen. Like, what is that mentality?
Win.
Where did that come from?
That's the way it is. You're going to have a lot of failures along the way. You're going to have a fuck up along the way. But that's just the way it is. That's life. Spencer Pratt might win. Yeah. I don't want to get ahead of myself, because those are two different elections. But I did see this, and this guy is so... I love him. I think he's great. But let me finish off on this one, right? So, basically, Restore actually won wherever they ran in, and apparently there's a Muslim independent party, which is crazy. And Reform had a massive...
Do you think that a corporation is a person, a group of people, or a location? Like, you do realize that the corporation owners have enough money to buy an entire country, right? You understand this? They can buy an entire island and operate off the island. They don't need to live in a specific country. I don't understand where this mentality comes from of like I just don't get it. If they have the money and resources to relocate to anywhere they want in the entire world, there are other places that are probably more beneficial to them than America. They just have to abide by the laws of that country. I don't... They could buy their own island. Hell, a lot of these monopolistic corporations could get together and buy an entire country if they wanted. I mean, it would be hard to do, but it would still be something that they're able to do.
It's a blowout. And so there was even some videos of people upset about this. Let me see. Was this here? If I find it? Oh, and that's something else. People freaking out about UK Reform UK win compilation.
Say you won't forget me.
That's right.
Yeah, like... What we need is the government to step in and make laws that prevent the corporations from charging above a certain amount of money for products. Like, they should take the basic cost it takes to make the product and make it to where they can't charge. They can only charge up to a certain percent above the cost of the product being made. That's what they need to do. Or if you do the cost of the product plus the shipping from a different country to here, they should only be able to charge you a certain percentage above the cost of that product, period. No exceptions. You would see a lot of this inflation completely plummet. I don't understand how that's not a thing. I'm sorry, but inflation's a made-up number that they're feeding you because all these monopolies are talking to each other. They're trying to pinch every little dime they can out of every single person in the U.S. I mean, that's what they're doing.
To look up.
Is a bunch of BPD women with their hair colored. We got Cruella DeVille crashing out in her bathroom.
I mean, Trump's already started doing that with some stuff. He made it to where corporations can't buy houses to rent or use as assets now. So that alone should help out with housing.
Damn, bro, this should be an advertisement.
Yo, Polysolic.
Do you know you have 30 minutes?
Wait a second. I gotta turn this up. I don't know why it's so quiet. It's so stupid. What's she saying?
Reform winning is going to set us
audio
back literal centuries.
Do you know you have 30 minutes?
Me watching my rights fly away because reform's winning? Thank God. Not a moment too soon. Holy shit, look at her. Thank God. How'd you get him in the first place?
That's right, bitch asses. That's right, bitch asses. And you can't even say that the elections are being rigged because it's happening everywhere. It's literally happening everywhere.
What's happening?
What's happening is the people that are tired of being colonized and told that they should be disenfranchised for something they didn't do are tired of it and they're winning. That's what's happening.
Oh, man.
Your rhetoric, your violent rhetoric, your attacking of political officials, your constant meltdowns in the middle of public spaces are what's costing you everything. That's what's happening.
What's happening?
What's happening?
I can't lie, let's start packing up bags now. I can't lie, it's peak.
This is a great advertisement.
It really is.
It really is.
Yeah, no, it is. It's great.
That's us GAYs going to prison and having everything taken.
We're gonna put
They heavy reform have won. That's all us going to prison. I just don't get these people whatsoever. And it's a good thing I don't understand them because I feel like my brain must be broken if I understand them.
all them gay. You a gay boy? You go to jail now. You're gonna go to gay jail. Or women.
You mean reforms went about that much? Yeah, long.
It's not even like it's so much more than everything else, dude. It's so much more than everything else. The highest other one is only half. It's only fucking half, man.
The fact that some
You know what's kind of funny? Is I think them mass importing all these immigrants is what's fucking them over. Genuinely. Because you have all these people that don't even speak English all voting for shit they think they should be voting for. I think that's what's going on, is they don't even know what to vote for, and they're just kind of hitting whatever they can, you know?
These winning reform candidates are brown people is genuinely beyond me. You going back? Reform winning hantavirus, we're in the Matrix. Taking a seat from wet down.
People are so brave.
You know what's even more scarier than rape gangs?
This is actually scary. New reform is actually winning and people are voting against their rights. What are you talking about? What rights did he say? You know, it's kind of crazy because I kept hearing that whenever people were voting for Trump. What the fuck rights are you talking about? It's not your right to be born in a foreign country and just come to America. That's not a right. That's a fucking privilege. That's not a right. That it makes no, like, what rights are you fucks talking about? What are you talking about?
Gangs and, like, people running around with knives and shit. Like, I'd say that's more scary. Personally, like, I mean, that's just me.
That they're actually fighting for reform. You're throwing away your human rights.
Yeah.
You're throwing away your rights.
No, you see people get upset about this. I'm glad to see this. This is amazing. Let me get straight. Brits are educated in labor. One last election, all of a sudden they aren't whenever labor loses. Yeah, of course they're mad as fuck. They're mad as fuck. And wouldn't on this? Yeah, exactly right. And oh my God. Is this what I think it is? I'm gonna watch this again. I want to watch.
To the epidemic spreading.
God damn it.
All of a sudden they aren't whenever.
I'm telling you, this whole talk about Texas, most of it is a bunch of BS. If you've ever taken a federal tax class and done your own taxes or even read the instruction booklet, you'd know that. You mean corruption, who aren't in the business of real estate, everything that's going on in any government, any municipality, because of people haven't worked jobs. I mean, how much money do you think companies lose every year? I mean, a large corporation financial statement, look through them yourself. They make a lot of money, but they lose a lot of money also. Yeah, they lose a lot of money because the individual states aren't enforcing laws to put people that are committing theft in jail. Hey, what do you want about? Like, it's not just the corporation that has to stand for itself. The governments of the individual states have to make sure that if you're going and stealing $1,000 worth of goods, that they're going to jail and being put in jail so they don't get out and steal more money. When you've got one person doing that on a daily, it's only a matter of time before 3 people start doing it or 4 people start doing it. And now you've got videos all over the internet of people going into stores with no face masks on, just walking in there, grabbing a bunch of expensive shit and walking out. Then the store is forced to shut down because the government in that city won't step in and solve the problem, which is not to defund the police, but to put higher sentencing on theft. Now just imagine that with one store, now multiply that, and you've got a big fucking problem. Yeah, of course they're going to lose money. What are you on about? I mean, you can look at any public information about corporations' revenue, expenses. Like, but at the end of the day, if a company can't stay afloat because the government is allowing people to walk into stores and steal all their fucking money, oh yeah, big surprise, the corporation's probably not going to last very long. Like, I was wondering quite a few years ago, why does this seem nobody, like, actually is talking about this, trying to earn... Huh?
Whenever labor loses, yeah, of course they're mad as fuck.
And you know where that happens mostly in? Democratic cities, sanctuary cities that defunded the police. That's where. You do some shit like that here in Texas, if you don't get shot by a citizen that's using their right to carry, you probably gonna go to jail for like a year. Like, they don't fuck around in Texas, man.
Yeah, exactly right. And oh my God.
There's a reason why you've got Governor Tim Walz over there begging corporations to come back. Shit.
Is this what I think it is? I'm gonna watch this again. I want to watch it one more time. I'm gonna watch it again after this. That's right. That's right. I think this was Hillary Clinton. I did it all for that.
Well, my acid reflux finally fucked off, so I didn't have to worry about it. But we doing pretty good, man. We doing pretty good, Denise. We doing damn good, sir. Yes, sir.
I voted for Trump the first time. The day it all began, yep. I'm so sorry, honey. That's right. Damn.
I can do that. I can go after somebody like Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. I could. You know why? They came after me first. They came after me first. I'll show you why I could go after them. Why I am the way I am. I was raised way too poor to ever vote Republican. Now I'm too American to vote Democrat.
Like, this is...
It's not that one. Go back. This one.
That's insane.
Right here.
It's just crazy.
I've applied for over 300 jobs, not a single callback, nothing. So what I decided to do on Monday was make a fake resume and change my last name to Singh, different email address, different job qualifications, but all in the same line, same everything. And I've gotten 3 emails in 24 hours. Figure that out.
Wow.
What percentage of people? That's why. I absolutely could. I absolutely will as well. I'll continue doing this. I'll continue saying that I'm only voting red, baby. You want to come here and colonize my beautiful country and turn it into your shithole where you fled from? Okay. I can play ball. All day, son. All day.
Damn. This is what's so crazy. Democrats were still using American flags back then.
Yeah, please like and sub to the channel. I'm here every single day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. Every single day. So please sub to the channel, guys.
Think about how much has changed.
I've also got a Discord. If you go to the channel page, the YouTube channel page for the channel, there are links there for everything that I go live on. If for whatever reason YouTube suspends me again for some bullshit like they did last time, I go live regardless the next day. So you go there, check out any of the links, sub or follow the other links that are there. And yeah. So please sub to the channel, hit like on the stream, check out the channel membership.
I mean, it's been 10 years.
I do all the content myself, other than like pulling up videos, but all the videos that I upload onto the channel, I clip out after the streams and stuff, so.
This is back whenever they still wanted to use American flags and shit. The day the delusion died. I know. It's an old meta. Yeah, bro. They got the new ones in there. These people deserve the worst. I know. And reform is gonna set us back centuries. I fucking hope so.
I don't give a fuck about history. What are we doing right now to change the direction that America's going through? I'm sorry, I never owned a slave, and to be quite frank, I was poor. I'm still fucking poor. I've been poor most of my fucking life. I would have probably ended up being a slave myself. I don't care what happened 70,000 years ago or 70 years ago or 700 years ago. What are we doing right now to change the direction of the country, because it's going in a direction that is anti-American and anti-American values? What can we do to change it? I think this is a damn good start.
Oh, that's right. Rupert Lowe, wait till they get a load of me. Yeah. That's what I bet a lot of these people don't even know who Rupert Lowe is. Like, they actually think that, like, they think this is the worst it's gonna get. Can you imagine, like, whenever he runs? And he's like, no, we're just gonna...
No, it was YouTube's firearms policy. If you have anything on the screen, apparently, allegedly, that has, like, a firearm, you could get suspended. It's an automated response. It's happened before, so it's...
Send them all back. Wait, what? Yeah, you think this is bad. Yeah, this is the first phase. And soon, exactly, this isn't even their final form, exactly. And although I suspect not for the same reason. Yeah, anyway, let me go back. And this one was pro-reform, you know, party and everything. Oh my God. Photography showing something you want to show to everyone, women and women. Yeah, bro. Like, well, the thing is, girls are used to crying for attention, and so that's why they do it on the internet. And human rights and socioeconomic factors just flew over my house, bro. What do I do? And deport. Oh my God.
It's not a human right to drive a car no different than it is to be born in a foreign country and move to America. It's not a human right. I don't know where the hell that mentality came from. That shit dropped on the fucking... It fell out of the air and, like, landed on somebody, I guess. It is not a human right to go to a different country illegally and expect to just be handed everything. That is not a right. That is a privilege. And you should treat it as such.
This is some other bullshit. This is just some other shit. And so Rupert Lowe won 10 out of 10 of the seats in his area. Yeah, I think it's going to continue to become even more powerful, right? I think that's where things are going to go. And those calling the reform voters Nazis were the good ones waving your morning in the street, making your coffee. And it turns out there's rather a lot of us. Yeah, I mean, they want to say that as much as they want. It's not going to go anywhere. White counselors in the UK. What is this? Going viral on Muslim TikTok?
To tell the truth, I prefer white councillors. I'm going to say this irrelevant to people being offended. We had good white councillors. I'm commending the white people as councillors. In UK, you are good councillors. We prefer white councillors in our areas because they do a better job, frankly speaking. We had Jeremy Evans.
Damn. Damn.
Who's known as Jerry locally, good man in terms of his counselling work. He did fantastic work. He would clean up everything. And then the Pakistani community didn't vote him back because he was not a part of their Baradari, the tribal system. Jerry Evans.
That's one thing that people don't understand.
Remember, though, he's the racist one. That white guy is the racist one. Always remember that, guys. We're the Nazis and the fascists and the dictator regime. Always remember. We're the Nazis because we're not seeing their point of view. Always remember.
Is that the people that you import in from these countries don't vote based off of policy. They vote based off of race.
Yep.
That's one of the biggest existential threats is that whenever you import...
And by the way, if you vote based on race, it violates our Constitution in America. Keep that in mind.
Entire population in of people that are going to vote on the basis of ethnicity, tribe, race, or religion, you lose conversations about policy.
Was a good councillor for Spark Hill area. He carried out fantastic work. He did work for everyone. Whenever they needed a task done, he carried it out. Yet our community failed him, did not vote him back in because he was not from their tribal system. You have a miserable way of doing politics in this country. So I prefer the white councillors simply because they help keeping the clean street. We wouldn't have this HMO problem. You had Muhammad Hafiz standing up for elections in our constituency.
Oh, W20 gifted, W20 super chat in the house. I changed my stars for growing up, campers, mobile home, rentals, drugs, and alcohol to homeless. I got training to drive a truck, stayed homeless in 10 years, and I bought a home cash, remodeled it, and rented it out, and bought 11 more. Yo, W, that is a damn good story, brother. Yo, W, life changer. That is going to be me one day. That is going to be me one day, 100%, bro. Dude, that is fucking inspirational. Holy shit. W. Jason, honestly. W. Jason, bro. Keep up the damn good patriotism, brother. That's the American dream right there. At its finest, boys. Keep up the damn good work. Yes, sir. W. Sharing? What do you mean? How's it going, Choke Norris? How's it going? I missed you yesterday. Yeah, the thick about getting out of homelessness is don't tell anybody. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that the best thing you can do is get a gym membership and use the free showers you get from the gym membership and don't say you're homeless. Apparently, if you say you're homeless, it really cooks you. Yo, like seriously, that is so inspirational, bro. My heart goes out to you. You did it, bro. W, seriously. Badass in the house, man.
In our area.
Hell yeah.
HMOs that have no regulation, drug dealers, drug addicts from all over the UK being placed into our area.
Oh
he doesn't
my
even
God.
live in the area, which is not a problem necessarily, but he opened HMOs in the area. And people vote these people based on the Bradri, the tribal vote. Shabana Mahmood won on a tribal vote. Now she's Home Secretary. Imagine that, Home Secretary being voted in on a Pakistani tribal vote. That is how miserable the politics of this country has become.
Yeah. Yeah, duh. Duh, that's what happens. Yes, exactly.
W
And
chat,
I feel like
man.
it's so obvious, right? Yes, very clearly, that's what it was. 100%. Oh, here we go. Is there another one? Another crash out?
I'd like to play you a clip from one of the electoral announcements this morning. Have a listen to this.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম আমি সবাইকে অনুরোধ জানাচ্ছি আমার বাংলাদেশ
I don't see a single fucking, like, I don't see a single fucking white person in that group. I don't see a single black person. I don't see a single Asian. They're not even speaking English. What's no fucking wonder why you lost? No one can understand what the hell you're saying. What are you doing? Like, what? Seriously, like, what the fuck is this? This really upsets me.
Now,
just like, I know, look here. I'm not saying that every immigrant or illegal is here to take over the damn country. A lot of the like, let me back up. So my fiance's grandfather fled Romania during communist during a communist regime because the people were overthrowing that government. Okay? Her grandfather is the nicest person you will ever meet in your entire life. He is. He's very well put together. He owns businesses. He knows English very well. He attends church every weekend. He is an American to the core. I will never see that individual as an illegal immigrant or as a problem person. You know why? Because he came here and he did the mile just like every other American that set foot or lived in this country from day one. He didn't come here and bitch and complain and moan and cause protests with American flags being burnt or turned upside down in this country. He came here, he learned our language, and he assimilated with our culture, and he thrives today living in big houses. I don't care if you're an immigrant in this country. What I care about is, are you assimilating or are you fucking causing problems? There's a reason why you're here and not in your own country. That's the problem. Assimilate with American culture. Embrace it. Be thankful you're here. Stop trying to change it. It's disgusting.
Is that listening to the people, or is that engaging in foreign or sectarian politics, making an announcement after an electoral victory in foreign language?
Well, yeah, I mean, I can't speak for them. I'm not a spokesperson for the Green Party. But
how do you feel about it as a Green Party member, John?
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't understand a word what he said. So, you know, that to me seems like a...
He's from the same fucking country, and he doesn't even know what the fuck they said. Like,
a poor way of communicating.
I don't think he's actually... I think his descendants, or his prior peoples were not his descendants, his you know, he probably his family originally came from that country, but, you know, obviously he speaks, he's talking British, bro. He's talking fancy English, though.
The UK.
Remember what I said before about natural selection?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you would assume that people like this would have thought that, oh, maybe I can be friends with the saber-toothed tiger, and they would have removed themselves from the gene pool a long time ago.
Yes, they would have. It's a crime that some of the people that we have in our government and are in our elections, that they have the internet and electricity, because if they weren't, they would be like swamp hags, or they would be, you know, they would be like, oh, I'm gonna go and make friends with this bear, and then they would get turned into bear shit. So like it's a sad thing, really, that natural selection has been hindered as much as it has, but I feel like it might be coming back over the next couple of years for some odd reason.
Like, you really would assume this. I don't know how we still have these people around. How do you still have these people around? Like, what really? What's going on? Well, that bear doesn't look that bad.
Where English is our language, eh? You know, that's fair to
English is not our language. English is your language, you idiot, you fat retard.
say. And, you know, it does make me a little uncomfortable. I can't deny. Like I said, it's it's not.
Don't you just love it?
It's not ideal. That's for sure.
Look at that. Hey, that's my favorite part about this entire thing. It's a bunch of, how is it that when you look at a protest against ICE, it's all a bunch of white fucking people? It's all a bunch of white people. A lot of older white people and women. How is that? How is it that ICE is more diverse than the protests? I tell you how, because it's astroturfed. I guarantee you there's something in there that's astroturfed, in my opinion. Let me just say, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is it that as a white person you can advocate for a race of people that you're not a part of? That doesn't make any fucking sense. It's crazy. I don't get it. You don't live in the culture. How could you advocate for them? It doesn't make any sense.
Deserve every bad thing that happens to them. They do.
Yeah,
and every single time that one of them gets brutalized or something horrible
I love
happens
ICE.
to them,
ICE is amazing.
I
want them to be more aggressive. I want them to flood every state and get rid of every illegal that is here in this country. You know why? Because you're breaking the law by being here. It's in the name, illegal immigrant. Not immigrants, illegals.
To say that not only do I not care, it makes me happy. Because these people have no problem inflicting this on the rest of the world in order to satisfy this, like, fake political correctness bullshit. I hate them. I hate them, and I want the worst for them. That's what I think. I hate them.
Sure, but there are a lot of people with a second language, you know.
You're...
W Denise.
That isn't... For it to be delivered first in a second language seems odd. But I'd like to know some more context with regards to that.
It's not an odd, it's a statement. It's a statement that says fuck anti-Western, it's a statement that says fuck your culture, ours is better. Why, you don't even pay respects to the culture that you migrated to by at least giving it in English first. It's a fuck you is what it is. That's what it is. It's a statement. Like, if you go down and you can ask any immigrant that's here that came during the Biden-Kamala administration and ask them if they would fight for this country. Ask them. They say no. They would. Now, the immigrants that did come here during the Biden-Kamala administration that assimilated with the culture and stayed away from that mentality, they would.
Really?
John, why do you think the Green Party have done?
There it is. What is this here? Coward? I know. And retard? Yeah, exactly. Hope that more context on what for you deserve.
And I want to make this very clear. I don't have any animosity towards illegals here. I have a problem with the people that let them come into the country in mass and then bust them in and gave them fucking free food and transportation and water and a place to live and healthcare. Why don't we do that for our own citizens? I have no animosity towards illegals whatsoever.
That's the way
Yo, $5. $5. Liberal protests are peasants with peasant minds. I don't think they're peasants. I think they're very smart. They're just paid. Wrong P word, man. Wrong P word. Wrong P word.
By the way. People try to tone police me for saying that. I think it's the truth. It's a fact.
We are hopeful about the future rather than selling fear and rage and derision. This idea that maybe we could head forwards in a positive way, making the working people
chickens for KFC, bro.
People's lives a little bit better.
John, you say you've been a member for a long time, 20 years. It's great to hear from you and your perspective on this because, of course,
they're so
the party
stupid.
has also changed a lot in the
They're
time
so
that you've been a member,
incredibly stupid.
Well, I mean, there you can have a number of
They're from any sort of a worldview.
That
do we have?
I thought this was funny.
Here we go. What else do we have?
Let me go see if I can find this. No, that's not it. Oh, here's one more. This is a guy from, he's in Poland. He went viral in Poland.
Cześć, skurwysynu. Zobaczcie. To wasze zasiłki.
Look at your welfare.
A video of my immigrant sending a message to Polis that he enjoys living on benefits and taking their tax money is going viral in Poland. Look at that. Look at that. Don't you just love working hard, working your fingers to the bone every day when you work 12 hours a day, just to know that some person that migrated to your country is enjoying the American life? You're subsidizing their American life, boys. Don't you just love it? Doesn't that just make you want to continue to work real hard for their living? Don't you just love it?
Social
Look at all that fucking money, bro.
Man. Wszystko u mnie. Wy jak pracujecie...
You know what really fucking sucks about this? I grew up poor my entire life. I lived in a trailer that had no floors. I had no electricity, no running water for the majority of my childhood. My mom had to sue the United States government after 2 heart attacks and a stroke after she could no longer walk correctly, just to get Social Security so she could pay for everything. Like, my mom had to tell me after going to churches and places, well, not churches, after going to certain places to get money for Christmas presents, that there was no Santa Claus because she couldn't afford Christmas. And she ended up in debt that the United States government eventually had to pay because of the 2 heart attacks and stroke that she had on the job, by the way. She had 2 heart attacks prior to her stroke on the job, working herself to death as a single parent. I want to let this sink in. She was working herself to death. And these guys get bussed in, get given all this money. Transportation, by the way, she had to drive around with a truck that had no license plate tags on it, and couldn't afford the insurance on it, and she couldn't afford to even get the inspection done on that shit. And these people are given health care, they're given transportation, they're given fucking food stamps and money. Veterans can't even get money when they retire from the Army or the Air Force. They have to file for fucking disability to get a decent income.
14 godzin, a ja
After I finish this, I will.
pobieram to wszystko. To wszystko wasze podatki, więc zawsze pracuj te 14 godzin, a ja będę siedział
Just keep working 14 hours a day and I'll sit here and get it all.
i dostać to wszystko za
For free.
darmo.
But I'm a good guy.
Ale ja jestem dobry, więc ja dam ciebie 10 zł na piwek,
Man.
żebyś pił piwko, kurwa.
Drink a
Ale
beer.
obiecuj,
Promise me
żebyś
to go back to
wracał
work.
do 12-14 godzin. Tak?
Oh, no, you don't have to hype my mom. My mom was an abusive piece of shit that would leave me on the floor with bruises. She had to pull me out of middle school. She would beat the fuck out of me. And then whenever she died very alone because I moved out whenever I was 16 and I moved to Texas from Louisiana. And she kept calling me every day, asking and begging and pleading for me to go back to Louisiana. And I said, nope. And I hung up the phone. That's exactly what the fuck I did. Don't feel bad for me. Shit. Don't feel bad for her either.
There's no
Karma
way
finds a way. I'll say that.
this could ever have a negative consequence. There's no way this could have a negative side effect at all. I feel like it would be impossible, right? I mean, like, there's no way. Yeah, nice rage bait. Isn't that crazy? And it's bait and you got hooked. Oh, did I? Oh, maybe it is. But yeah, let me see here. And what is this here? I thought Poland was anti-immigrant. Well, they have some of them, just not that many. Like, that's my understanding. And better keep sitting at home. It's cheap bait. That's the way a lot of them feel. Honestly, I think it is. It's really...
That's why it pisses me off whenever I hear these people that are like, oh, well, he's got a criminal record, but, you know, his parents were never there, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, his abusive family, and all these drugs. Bro, I've gotten into fistfights with friends saying I'm not going to take no damn drugs, man. I have never been the kind of person to fold under peer pressure because I don't give a fuck. That's the thing. I have gotten into fistfights over it, too. I've beaten some shit out of some people before, okay? I don't give a fuck, man. I don't understand this mentality of, well, you know, because they're life. I am 31 years old and I have not done a single fucking crime my entire life. It's a cheat code to life there, right there.
That's I don't know.
Yeah, sure, you make some bad decisions. Yeah, sure, that happens. But whenever you don't move past it and you just keep letting it eat at you, man, that's how it wins. You got to move past it. You got to be able to, like, shrug it off, take the licks to the face, and move on. You got to be able to do that, man. You got to
find it now. I must have gotten lost. So, this.
People of Bulgaria, if they really agree with that statement. Or let's go. People of Bulgaria, if they really agree with that statement.
This is the UK Prime Minister if Reform wins. Okay, I'm gonna look at that in a minute. Let me do this.
Let's go 1 to 10. How racist are you?
Middle. Yeah, I would say the same.
Well, most people are at 0, so technically you are kind of racist. It's not fair.
Great.
Would you ever live in an apartment full of black people?
No, that's like a refugee camp.
Why are you
What the fuck?
Racist.
My grandfather was racist. My father is racist. I'm a racist.
Damn, people are so tired of it. They're just openly admitting it now. They're just like, okay, you want to call us the names? Then we'll do the names, okay? That is crazy.
My DNA.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
11.
What would you say to all the immigrants?
11. You got one of my viewers over there.
Damn, bro.
Go to Asia. Go through Asia. You have a country. You have own country. Fight for your country. This is your country.
Oh, that's what I don't understand. Instead of accepting all these immigrants into our country, why don't we fix theirs? We could fix theirs and use like a percentage of their natural resources that they produce. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like Venezuela is a good example. Like, you had Maduro over there running shit into the ground. Well, we just nabbed him, and now we're going to take some of their resources to, now that we, you know, fix their government up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the hell would we just keep taking in immigrants from that country? Just fix their country. That's a long-term effect to the system. Well, like, what are we doing?
My country, you're not welcome here. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I don't feel bad for that. Yeah, I'm a racist. He is racist too.
Yellow people are shit, and also like black people are shit.
Yellow people. Who are the yellow people?
The Asians.
Would you let a black
They're actually just super racist over there.
person date your children?
No.
Why?
Because of the bloodline. To be continued white.
Yeah.
Not other country, or Arab, or Muslim, or must be Christian, must be white.
Must be white.
We are a different race.
Is Bulgaria racist?
Yes.
Do you think the
Yes.
Jeez, man.
majority of Arab kids are...
This is what happens, by the way. You'll see that a lot of these countries, even these white majority countries that don't have the same messaging for like the overcorrecting for Hitler messaging, most of the white countries like this are like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually because of World War II, I think.
Taught how to make bombs.
Yeah.
If you had the choice, would you kick them out of the country?
Yeah, of course. 100%.
On a scale
My man.
of 1 to 10,
Well,
how
I mean,
racist
that's obviously what's going on now. That's why you're seeing a lot of these votes shift towards, like, for example, restore Britain and everything.
7, I'll say. Yes. I hate every, how we say it, religions? Not religions, like ethnicities.
Ethnicity. You hate every ethnicity?
Yes.
Tell me.
Yes! How do I say it? I hate every. How do you say?
Yeah. Instead of saying hello, you say nigga, right? Yeah. What animal noises specifically?
Well, savage bat. It's
weird.
Technology.
We're gonna move on
Karen
from this. This
consent-
was funny. I'm not gonna lie. If you're new here, please sub to the channel, hit like on the stream. We're here every single day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. All right, boys, y'all know what time it is. We're gonna watch this Nick Shirley video tomorrow. So if you like Nick Shirley, definitely show up tomorrow. We're gonna cover this tomorrow. This just got uploaded like 17 hours ago, which was yeah. So the excuse is that the Democratic excuse. That's what it is. Whatever that is, that's what it is. So let's move on and let's see what's new. What's new in the world?
As we go, the Virginia Supreme Court striking down the Democrats' proposed House map that would have drastically
Yeah, I'd probably strike that shit down too.
shifted the balance of power in the midterm elections. The redistricting plan Democrats were proposing would have turned a narrow 6-5 split within the state into a near sweep in their party from a 10-1.
Yeah, Saturday in America anchor Kayleigh McEnany joining us now. You know what? There's so many ways we could go with this story, but first and foremost, I think I speak for a lot of Americans, am thrilled by the notion that the Supreme Court in the Commonwealth said, no, the way you did this was wrong, to say nothing of the possible disenfranchisement.
I love that they're trying to blame Trump. It was the Supreme Court that made the fucking decision. Like, it's not like, dude, I think the guy that chatted, if they stub their toe, they're going to blame Trump. I think you're right, man. Bro, it's going to be like 60 years in the future, and it's going to be like, someone just got shot and killed on the street. It's going to be like, well, that Trump administration, those fuckers. Like, that's what it's going to be. Like, that, seriously, like, that's what it's going to end up being.
Is what the court said.
It's going to be like J.D. Vance and Marcos Rubius running the damn government, and they're going to be like, God damn it, Trump. And it's going to be like, dude, what are you talking about?
An activist
Rolling dead in the dirt, and he not even around. Like, what do you mean?
Say, oh, we'll let you do whatever. And in my view, they had partisan ends because the facts didn't match the law. In this case, the judges made the facts match the law. This was unconstitutional. I am so glad. The bigger point to me here is that Republicans are fighting. There was an effort, and there is still an effort, to label Republicans as the big, bad gerrymanderers. And the Trump team said, we don't care, label us that. We are going to be on an equal playing field in fighting Democrats. And the same backbone that has been pushed forward, the tailwind by President Trump and the political team, I want to see that backbone in Congress with the filibuster, the Save America Act. We have to fight Democrats where they are.
They need to get rid of the fucking filibuster, dude. They need to get that shit the fuck out of the government. If you don't for example, if you've got a group of like Democrats or Republicans asking an individual a question, like what they were doing with Pam Bondi, and they don't answer, then immediately like a day in jail for every time they do that shit. Straight up, a day in jail, contempt immediately, 24 hours in jail.
Democrats were doing this for
They just like the minute you start rambling on about anything that's other than answering that question, and then pick it up in the same spot the next day and continue to do that until you answer the question. Straight up. No exceptions.
In Wisconsin, in New York, in Utah, in the past cycle and beyond. And finally, Republicans have stepped up and said, we're going to do this too.
Yeah, this is the difference between the old Mitt Romney, George Bush party and what's now the MAGA party, right? Donald Trump has forever changed the party, not just because the policies are America first, but because he said, we're going to fight like Democrats. And you're right. They've been gerrymandering forever. And all the Republicans could do is go, that's so bad. And now Donald Trump says, we're going to do it too.
Yes.
Yep.
And
I love it.
The comical part of this is I was watching the CNN clip this morning with the political director, James Blair, who I mentioned, who you know, Rachel. And it's funny. The CNN host said, you guys lost in Virginia. Democrats spent $56 million on this. You only spent approximately half this. How dare you? You didn't invest. You lost.
You know why? It cost them so much? Because I guarantee you they had a group of lawyers and people sitting down looking at this, wondering how the fuck they were going to get their votes back because their voter base is dwindling like a fucking fire at the end of the night. That's why. Between ICE deporting all these illegals that were being paid and all these districts, these like weird districts that they were trying to make not being accepted, and all the people that are turning tail from the left side because of all the violent rhetoric they're pushing and spewing out everywhere like acid from a toxic waste spill. Yeah, I'd imagine that it'd be very hard for you to maintain any kind of voter base. Yeah. I can see why you would want to cheat. Yeah, no, I see it.
Oh, wait.
Even trying to violate your own state's constitution in order to do it.
Democrats spent $56 million and got absolutely nothing, and now the DNC is farther below the RNC than they already currently are. Sounds like a victory, and sounds like they got the last laugh.
So talk about victories, Kaylee. Let's go to the map on the wall I was showing earlier, which is Hakeem Jeffries, and Democrats are freaking out this morning.
Oh, bro, I bet those fucking Democrats are flipping the fuck out, dude. Like, that map being mostly red is terrifying.
Virginia, but you look at the Trump-initiated battle nationwide, and you've got 5 pickups in Texas, 4 in Florida. Tennessee picked one up. GOP picking
And
up.
it's not even like a light red either. That shit is dark, bro. It is dark red.
One in North Carolina, Missouri. It looks like the GOP on the verge of a possible predicted massive blue wave in the midterms. Democrats may pick up upwards of 13 seats. Is this changing the calculus for the midterms?
It is. It is. And
I was gonna say, didn't before all the propaganda bots get defunded because the IRGC is losing all that money to the blockade that they made and America took over. Didn't they, weren't there a shitload of people saying, oh, wait till midterms, oh God, the midterms. And now it's like everything's fucking red. Looks like the midterms aren't going to do so well, huh?
About the headwinds.
Bad day, huh?
Headwinds, and there's a very real possibility Republicans lose the House, could lose the Senate. This, however, could change the dynamic. The math I have, and again, this all is assuming Republican voters show up. It's all assuming that, the dynamics are in our favor, that we have good candidate quality, good nominees. But the math I have is if it pans out the way we think, Republicans could pick up anywhere from 8 seats just by virtue of the way the district is out ideologically. And then you could add to that possibly Louisiana, Alabama, South Carolina. This could mean a possible 10 to 12 point advantage for Republicans, not saying in an overall victory, but just in the map before you get to the votes based on the way districts stand.
I don't know how. I don't know how the hell they're going to do blue. I mean, if everything's getting blocked.
People thought, like you said, these headwinds were. I mean, there's natural headwinds just because you're in a midterm and you have the executive branch. But you hear this morning. We woke up to we may have an end to the war in Iran coming up. This later.
Oh, by the way, they did a 3-day ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine. By the way, there is a 3-day ceasefire with Russia and Ukraine. I heard that yesterday. So
this morning, and then you see this on the map. Suddenly, the Republicans are back in the game. It could be very interesting out of the midterms.
You're exactly right. Dynamics change quickly. We could be going into the midterms with a settled Iran ceasefire of some sort, a big win.
Gas
a
prices
deal
going down.
That happens very quickly.
Yeah.
Gas prices change quickly. I know the old adage is, prices are here to stay once they go up. And that is typically true for eggs and food and things, but not for gas. Gas is very volatile. That could be solved very quickly. Could be a different dynamic. You could have a change in Cuba as
Iran negotiations slow as Trump demands a deal. Pedestrians killed in frontier flight collision? What the fuck? Common sense VA Supreme Court praised for blocking. Let's do this one.
The Virginia Supreme Court striking down the Democrats' proposed House map that would have drastically shifted the balance of power in the midterm elections.
It is crazy to see this, isn't it?
Plan Democrats were proposing would have turned a narrow 6-5 split into a near sweep for their party, 10-1. Here to discuss is former Virginia Attorney General Jason.
Why the hell would why would the Republicans agree? Like, I don't understand that. That's just crazy to me.
I just want to say this from the very outset. This was really about the process, from my understanding, because it looked like they basically ran through all of the stop signs just to try to rush this to the voters. Is that your understanding of what the court is saying, Jason?
Yes. I mean, there is a
Well, I don't doubt the Republicans are corrupt, but at least they're not like... At least they don't have sanctuary cities and are using taxpayer money to fund terrorist organizations in other countries. Allegedly, let me just say that allegedly. The investigation's still ongoing.
what the Supreme Court
We never
noted
know.
is they didn't follow the right process. Not to get too wonky, but you're supposed to have an intervening election. They had 1 million people that already voted in Virginia, and they had a special section a week
Charlie would absolutely encourage everybody to vote. He absolutely would.
before the election in October. There's a host of problems with this. This is a win for the rule of law. I do find it erotic, the number of people that are going after the Virginia Supreme Court. The justice that wrote this opinion actually was appointed to the Court of Appeals by Mark Warner when he was governor, a Democrat, and then was elevated to the Supreme Court of Virginia on a unanimous vote of the General Assembly. Every Democrat in the General Assembly voted for him, including Louise Lucas. So they are going after somebody who is a reasonable justice, and I really respect what the Supreme Court did because they showed that this is why they exist. When politicians get in a line and they're not obeying the Constitution, our state Constitution, to get them back in the line, it's a win for the rule of law and it's a win for common sense.
And by the way, let's be honest about this. There are entire swaths of this country where GOP voters have been completely disenfranchised. I'm looking in particular at what has been happening in New England for quite some time.
Yeah, it is true.
Well, I think to be more specific, I feel like Charlie would probably encourage people to vote red or vote for whoever makes the most common sense arguments whenever they're, doing their political debates behind their podiums. I feel like that's what would happen. But, who knows what he would think now? He's dead. If he knew, would he have done things differently or thought differently if he knew he was going to die? That's the question. Would he still be a political commentator or debater if he knew that he was going to die the way he did and when he was going to die? That's the real question.
States you've seen where
I think he probably still would have.
% of voters saying they want a Republican, and they have 0% of the representation in Congress. And what the Supreme Court says is each state can make their own determination. In this case, if you're going to try to amend the Constitution, you can't ignore the Constitution, is essentially what the Supreme Court did. And I've always been consistent in my career that I think what we have in Virginia works, which is nonpartisan redistricting. Each state makes those decisions. I'm not a fan of whether it's in California, New York, or Texas. But what I am saying in Virginia, we have the right process. Let's not change it.
Let me share while I have you. This is a national map, and a lot of people are talking about what could happen around the country. This could ultimately benefit the GOP in a number of different states.
Obviously.
Perhaps as many as 13. Especially looking ahead to the midterm elections. And so what really started as a fire, a flicker of a fire, even if you will, over in the state of Texas, and then, of course, billowed into this inferno out in California, really could ultimately benefit the GOP. But I want to share...
I think that the Republicans losing some of the spots in California is really bad for them. The Democrats are... I kind of wonder if, because I remember growing up, Louisiana was always blue, and then it turned red, and it never never went back. Honestly, I kind of wonder if California is not going to end up all red.
Hassan Piker had to say about what.
And I think that it's possible that some of the Democrats, advocating for somebody like Hassan Piker, who's anti-American, thinks that America deserved 9/11. And advocates for terrorist organizations, probably played a big part in this downfall. He openly states he's anti-American. So,
with respect to in Virginia and more broadly with respect to redistricting, he said this on X: the Virginia Supreme Court denied the results of the redistricting referendum. SCOTUS gutted the Voting Rights Act, and Tennessee carved up the last dim district, destroying black voter power in the state. Those who make peaceful revolution impossible make...
How does that make any sense? They destroyed the black voting power? For somebody that calls people racist, that seems awfully racist. Trying to use, this mentality of, the district has to be blue because it's black, or it has to be cut up this way because it's filled with black people. That seems awfully racist. That's a form of segregation. So, how the fuck did you come to that conclusion? How are you trying to bring in race and segregation into how a state is being cut up for political votes? How the fuck did you come to that? And it's even crazier because, there was a solid black majority that voted Trump last election. So, like, how the fuck? How?
Violent revolution inevitable. That seems inflammatory. Your thoughts?
Yeah, always wrong and never responsible. He is criticizing a judiciary, the Supreme Court, for just following what the law is in Virginia. But think about what he is trying to excuse. This is the first dangerous, slippery slope towards excusing violence. And we've seen this emerge in the Democratic Party. We've seen this particularly emerge with young liberals. If you look at the polling after the tragic shooting of Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare, roughly half of America's college students said the shooting was justified. That is a slippery slope. That is dangerous.
That is a very slippery slope.
It is exactly the opposite of what our founders viewed, which is ordered liberty and a republic of the people. This idea that you want to...
I gotta kind of step in and say that I disagree with that. I don't like that the guy shot the CEO. Don't like that at all. That's a very scary precedent to put. But you know what's even more scary than that? Is whenever you have systems built or put in place that are meant to keep people that commit 70 crimes from going to jail. That's an even more scary ideology to tangle with than one guy going out and killing a CEO. Because you are allowing and breeding anarchy in your society by not putting them in jail and keeping them away from the individuals that want to do good in their life. Think about every single story of somebody that got entangled with drugs. If the person that entangled that person with drugs was just in jail where they belong, and they probably never would have gotten in contact with it. And that if that person, you know, like it's a stagger, it's a domino effect. Because then it could be the person before that, and the person before that, and the person before that, and it dominoes. Put these people in jail, man. If you commit crimes, put them in jail. Leave them in jail. It just
disputes at the barrel of a gun is absolutely ludicrous and insane. And all these Democratic politicians who want to campaign with this individual, they need to come out and condemn him. Because otherwise, they are essentially endorsing it, in my opinion.
Yeah, this is
they already endorsed it when they didn't stand up during Trump's State of the Union address. And he asked the entire crowd, stand up if you're for American values, stand up if you're for patriotism and the Americans. And none of the Democrats stood up except for Fetterman. Like they, it's obvious what they want.
Kind of thing. Free speech, great. But inflammatory speech where you're inciting violence is, I think, a whole other animal. Jason Miyares, always a pleasure. Thank you for spending time with us this morning. We appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
Good to be with you.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest.
Trump did more damage to the healthcare organization that Luigi Mandoloni, of the CEO he killed. You know how Trump did that? He cut Medicaid out of health stuff. That's what he did, out of health insurance companies. He made their stock plummet when he did that. He did more. Trump did more to that healthcare organization than Luigi did in 5 seconds. You don't solve this by going around and hurting or killing people. That's not how you solve this. That is a Band-Aid, if even that. You know what that does end up doing? It ends up getting more gun rights taken away. That's what that does. That's all that does, too.
Ashley Webster live for us in Tel Aviv. Ashley, thank you. Let's bring in Iranian-American former NFL player Shar Pordanish and former Deputy National Security Advisor Steve Yates. Thank you both for coming on. Steve Yates, to you first. I want to play a little more sound. We had Ashley playing a little bit of the Secretary of State Marco Rubio with more on the soon expected Iranian response. Watch.
We're expecting a response from them. We'll see what the response entails.
How is Trump killing the USA? And I do know one thing. Nobody can afford health insurance as it is. And our taxpayer dollars damn sure shouldn't be paid to keep these fucking health insurance companies afloat. But how is Trump killing the USA? Paul? What we should have been doing is taking that taxpayer money to make a universal basic universal basic healthcare. You are a typical brainwash. So again, I'm going to ask you one more time. How is Trump killing the USA? If you know so much, then tell us, everybody here, how Trump is killing the United States of America. Fertilizer? Bro, what are you talking about? Huh? Fertilizer? Did you know we can make our own fertilizer, right? We could just use the cow shit that we get from our beef industry to make fertilizer. Like what? Seriously? Is this real? This guy's got to be fucking with me, right? There's no way. This guy has to be fucking with me. We're not going to waste any more time on this. This guy has to be fucking with me. There's no way, dude. There is no way. I just refuse to believe it, dude. I'm sorry. I just don't believe it. This guy's got to be. No way. No way. No way, dude. You're all out of cow shit, checkmate. Hey, bro, bringing up fertilizer like I'm supposed to care about fertilizer. Dude, I don't give a fuck about fertilizer. The hell? Oh, like what? What? I don't even know what the hell that other thing was. It's like, dude, I can't. I just can't. Cow, pig, yeah, exactly. Like, so because we don't have, you do realize that not everything needs fertilizer, right? You could just put it in the dirt, it'll grow. Like what? I don't understand. Dude, that is, I genuinely don't think he was expecting to get pulled up. I think that's what it is. I don't think he expected to be pulled up. I think that's what it was. He just wanted to sit there and be a problem.
Serious process of negotiation.
Jeez,
Obviously,
man, what a
we've seen
joke.
reporting overnight
Holy
that
shit.
Iran has established or trying to establish some agency that's going to control traffic in the Straits. I think that's unacceptable.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have really two questions here, Steve. One, do we get the response tonight at some point in time? Is it early tomorrow morning? And do the Iranians agree, or at least...
Bro, y'all been saying this for 3 days now. Yesterday it was, well, we should know by the end of the day, or we should know here in moments. The day before that, it was like, we're going to have an answer by tomorrow. Y'all are just getting played by this government, and it is not even funny, bro. What are y'all doing? They don't even know what the hell is going on in Iran. Like, I can't even with this bullshit. I just can't.
You know, lead us far.
This makes me, oh, wait, shit. There was more to that. Damn it! Because they were talking about how Iran was doing executions every day. Hold on. We need to go back to that. We need to go back to that. Reportedly carrying out near daily executions. Yeah. There was a reason for watching that.
Far enough to think this thing goes back to the peace table.
Well, Trace, I don't have high hopes. Sort of ongoing posture of, and have the president kind of declare that major military operations
that a former we have talked about a lot. Watch.
They have an internet shutdown. That's somewhere between $50 to $65 million a day in economic damage. You know, they shut down the internet because they're afraid of internal uprising. That is putting a lot of pressure on Iran's economy. I've seen reports of somewhere between 5 to 10 million Iranians relying on e-commerce employments and jobs, internet jobs. So those folks are unemployed right now.
Yeah, and they're kind of weighing a couple of things here, right? You got these tax crisis, you got the unemployment crisis, and they're worried about, you know, internal uprising, and so they're thinking, what do we do here, right?
Absolutely, and right now it's very difficult for us to gauge really what's going on in Iran, especially like they said with the internet shutdown. But you know, going back to
they from what I understand, the IRGC went through and disabled all of Elon Musk's Starlink satellites that he sent the Iranians, so they no longer have the internet whatsoever again. Like, it's all gone.
what was said before, I think we putting the pressure on the Iranian government right now is of the utmost importance.
Yeah.
They're at a breaking point. The idea of negotiating with them, I know I sound like a broken record, but who are we negotiating with? They're not negotiating from a place of good faith. And how do we know whatever we negotiate for, they're going to follow through and they're going to accept the common law of the world?
Yeah, I think the president has also echoed that. Who are we negotiating with? He says, you know, we were negotiating with someone one day and the next day they seem to forget all about it. General Jack Keane, kind of back to your point, Steve Yates, says that it's time for these two things to happen. Watch.
We should go back and execute Project Freedom, take the Strait of Hormuz away from the Iranians.
And then bomb all their infrastructure. Take the Strait of Hormuz away from the Iranians. Ferry ships through, give them safe passage, completely open it up and strike whatever comes their way, and bomb their bridges and their power plants and their water filtration plants, and keep doing what we're doing. That's what we should be doing. And to keep the Iranian ships from going through.
Secure it and open it for navigation, and also at some point get some assistance in doing that. And then we have to unleash the Israelis. They have a very comprehensive bombing campaign. The Israelis have always had more air power in this fight than we've had. So what they can do comprehensively here in terms of air power is significant.
Yeah, I mean, they're talking about taking the Strait and bombing key targets. It's kind of right in the wheelhouse you were just talking about, Steve.
Well, he's a smart guy, and I think General Keene's got it dialed in pretty correctly on this. And it's really, I think, very important for the president and others that are involved to help articulate.
Gas prices are going down, aren't they? I heard that the gas prices are going down.
Accomplished huge
That's what I've heard.
Military objectives. I think we've covered on this program. It's been covered elsewhere. But there's going to have to be sort of a maintenance mode that follows moving back from it. We don't need to withdraw from Iran like we did from Iraq, Afghanistan, or Vietnam, for instance. We're not in Iran. But there are capabilities that need to be degraded.
We don't really need to go into Iran. That's the thing.
We do need to have a clear plan, whether it's us, the Israelis, or someone else.
Yeah, there needs to be like a cutoff for this, because this is ridiculous.
The Arab allies that have been attacked have capabilities they can use too to ensure freedom of navigation
fantastic
and
day, the
degrade
joiners.
the remnants of the IRGC from controlling Iran.
Yeah. Meantime, The Guardian writes the following here. Families pressured to stay silent with at least 24 executions reportedly.
Well, that's because California is part of the moon. That's why. California has gas stations in it that can only get its gas refined from specific places in the world. Let me see. There's only like 2 places in the world they can get their gas refined. Why are California gas prices so high compared to the rest of the U.S.? Let's see. Nice district. So California gas prices are constantly the highest in the U.S. Often over $1 per gallon, $1 per gallon higher than the nation's average due to a combination of high state taxes, strict environmental regulations, and an isolated, fragile supply chain. As of May 2026, amid the Iran war, average prices in California were over $6 per gallon, nearly 36% above the national average. So like that's kind of like a California thing because California hates America. I mean, let's be honest here. If we could saw that bitch off and let it sink into the ocean, we would. But we can't do that, so.
Taking place since March amid internet blackout. Iran is carrying out near daily executions of prisoners in secrecy and in some cases refusing to hand the
And
body.
even still, like, the thing is that during Bush's administration, it was like almost $6 a gallon of gas. Like, it was insane. So, I mean, this is still like, these are just growing pains compared to once this is all over. Like, that's the thing is like, I'm not thinking about like the small cost of it. Think of the long-term economic cost of this.
According to rights groups and sources close to the relatives of the dead. And the executions...
You may end up paying $5 for, like, at most a year. But just imagine if we were able to siphon more oil from Iran. The cost would plummet, dude. It would plummet immediately.
Again, what kind of goes back to this fear of an uprising, right? You're killing people that you believe may try to foment violence against the regime, against the Basij, and that seems to be a tendency to be nervous of things, right? You're trying to get ahead of something.
They are, and this has been their MO for so many years now. That as soon as there's any kind of dissent, as soon as there's any kind of uprising by the people, this is not a one-time thing. This happened in 2019. This happened the decade before. They have made a system out of killing their own population, and my heart goes out to the Iranian people because nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about the tens of thousands of people that have died. Yeah. And at what point are we going to say that enough is enough with this regime? We're not going to deal with these people. I mean, what are we going to do? We're going to sign an agreement with them? And
gas prices are higher because we get our oil and gas refined over there. That's why. That's not a hypocrisy. That's just that every single country in the world gets their oil and gas through that strait. What are you talking about, man? What?
Call it JCPOA 2.0, and so they can break it at any point. This is just, to me, it's
there is talk that the UAE is going to make a gas line, a gas pipeline. So
disgusting that we're even giving them credibility by even going to the negotiating table with them.
We will see how this whole thing works out. Sharp Danish, Steve Yates, thank you both.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest.
Yo, WWWWW. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, but we don't have the refineries for heavy refinement. Trust me, I've already covered this, man. Chat's already talked about it. America does have refineries, but we don't have heavy refineries like what they have in wherever the fuck they come from. I mean, I'll Google that too if you want. I don't really care. Why is our cost of gas going up if we have refiners in America for oil?
Rising due to the global oil market, not just local factors. Supply issues, like those stemming from the conflict in Iran affecting the Strait of Hormuz, cause price surges, even with domestic refineries. For financial advice, consult a professional.
Yeah, there you go. I think that we are rolling out. We will be back tomorrow bright and early, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. If you're new here, please sub to the channel, hit like on the stream. Go hype up the videos. You can hype up the videos 3 times a week. So please go do that. Y'all have been doing it, and it has been going crazy. Check out the channel membership. For what I understand, whenever it comes to hyping the videos, you can only do it to, like normal YouTube videos. I should have 2 normal videos coming out today and 2 tomorrow. So please go hype those videos out. If you have any more left between today and tomorrow. And hopefully y'all's stuff will get reset by next week. Then y'all can go hype some more videos. Hyping the videos helps get more viewers on the video, which brings more like-minded people to the Discord, to the channel, so that way we can have more people to chit-chat with in the long run. W chatters, W channel members, W donos. Let me get the music going. Hold on, let me get that music going. W chatters that show up and just hit like on the stream and then bail out. That is perfectly fine for y'all to do.
I wake up to a little bit of drool.
Quiet you. Just showing up to videos and hitting like and leaving comments on it has done wonders for the channel. Y'all are awesome. W jewelers. Y'all are so awesome. I enjoy doing this, and I'm going to keep doing it every single day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. Please join the Discord. Give Duke Nukem someone to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Give Stick someone to talk to too. We got a whole bunch of people in the Discord. We got so many peeps in the Discord now, and it is awesome to see y'all chit chatting. I tune in every now and then whenever I get the time. Stay away from crazy people. Stay away from people that are gonna make you get pulled up on the stream and made fun of. Stay away from bad places in town. Try to put a smile on someone's face. You might change the whole day of their whole life. You never know. And I will see you beautiful people first thing tomorrow. And if not, then I'll see y'all the day after that, or the day after that, or the day after that. But stay safe out there, guys. Peace! Thank you so much. Y'all are awesome. I love all of y'all.
And this is my game to play to claim a brand new name. Oh. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of